Looks like we got some speed demons in the chat already chatting, like as I'm going live. You guys are awesome. Rilip coming in 12 minutes before the start time. Sotari was hanging out, I guess 1 minute before the start time. I don't know. Anyway, so what are we doing tonight? We are back with the KSP speedrun with a brand new strategy. Guess who's back with a brand new... What the heck is it? Guess who's back with a brand new... Hold on, chat. I gotta look this up. Guess who's back with a brand new rap? And I don't mean rap as in a new case of... Okay, here we go. That's from the Eminem song. Nobody cares. Sotari's gonna try to claim they've been here since 3:20. 3:20 your time or 3:20 my time? Because I don't even know what the difference is. All right, let's get going here. Head on over. You know a reference bit is gonna be good when I have to look. Yes. Well, I know that's my favorite Eminem song because I'm a weirdo. You got off work at 3, it's 4. So you're, okay, you're 2 hours behind me. Gotcha. What is that, Hawaiian time? What the heck? Where the heck would it be 4 o'clock? Oh, I guess just, no, that's Pacific time. No, Hawaii, it's like noon maybe? I don't know. Anyway, here we are. It's Kerbal Space Program time. We've got all kinds of shenanigans. I mean, favorite Eminem song isn't really saying a lot because I mean, I listened to Eminem as a kid, even though I wasn't probably supposed to. My friends, well, one friend specifically, could pretty much do whatever he wanted. All right, so how are we doing? So first things first, we have simulation available now. And we're going to be starting a brand new, hopefully the last speedrun attempt. I think if I can't get this one right, it might just be time to hang up my my speedrunning hat and give up on it. So this is not simulation. This is speedrun 4. This is attempt number 4. Career mode on difficulty, yes. Fun. Go ahead and get started. Listen, you guys can both be first because of time zones. How about that? All right, thank you. I've got it. All right, so gather scientific data. Launch our first vessel. Let's go. Load them up, boys. So, anytime we're going to do a mission that I am not 100% sure on, we are going to head over to simulation mode, which is a sandbox game. And we're going to use that to test out designs where we're able to revert. It won't count against my time, etc., etc. Which some people may consider to be a little bit cheaty, but you know, whatever. You gotta... This is unexplored territory for me. You're just gonna have to deal with it. They give you like 0 parts. This is ridiculous. All right. Well... Sure, why not? Let's just launch with the dang Lee and see what happens. It'll save us some time. Also, one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to see if there was a way to change the music in like the KSP files so it could play a certain song depending on where I am. Does anybody know about that? I'm the streamer, I make the rules. Everyone who doesn't like it can suck eggs. Here's the problem. If nobody likes it, then they're not gonna watch, and if nobody watches, then my energy levels go down until I die. So I gotta do what the people want. It's one of the central pillars of being an entertainer, I guess. Give the people what they want. All right, let's launch them up. You have no idea if there's a way to set up specific song. Well, yeah, I guess it's not just like a .ogg file or something that you can easily get to, huh? All right, so we're gonna grab mystery goo. Obviously we can't get out, but we'll do the getting out later. You know what I will do? I will get out, do an EVA report. Hey, you're doing great, Jeb. Take the data. I've actually, look, chat, I've been working on my, my like speedrun pro strats here. Now we're gonna observe the mystery goo. We're gonna get a crew report. Got him. Easy. Been so long since I used the mod, I'm not even sure it's still around. I should supercharge the stream. Here's the thing, Rilla. If I just eat a bean and nobody's around to see it, that's not gonna supercharge the stream. Eating the bean should be like the culmination. Like, people should be in the stream watching me with their eyes. And then we say we hit like, I don't know, something modest, like 500 viewers or something like that. Then I eat the bean just for the heck of it. Look, I'm not asking for a lot, guys. I just want thousands of people to watch and enjoy my stream. That's all that I want. A small price to pay. All right, when do we pop the shoots here? I think we pop the shoots now and hope for the best. Okay, I mean, I don't know that that's the best, but it could certainly be worse. It's called Soundtrack Editor and never got updated for the current versions. Oh, man. You know what? While we're here, why don't I just look this up? KSP custom music. Oh, yep, it's the same thing. How to add custom music. I wanted to know how to get your own music to KSP. I don't like the music that's in it. It's boring. I just turn in-game music off. That's not what I want. Looks like Soundtrack Editor might do the trick. This is from 7 years ago. Huh. Yeah. I wonder why that never got updated. That seems really easy. So, like, or maybe it's not. I mean, coding is hard and all that. What? Oh, hang on. What? Why the heck are we flying in this direction? What the heck is going on here? We're like coming back towards the dang KSC. That doesn't make any sense. Was that some kind of like lift effect we were causing? So weird. Oh well. All right, Jebediah, maybe don't. He's not allowed to jump out right now, I guess. Is there a science for going over to the monolith, by the way? Is that something worth checking out? But yeah, suddenly there's weather. I installed a mod that added wind. The wind just blew me over this way. If anything, Kerbin is rotating right to left, just like Earth. So if anything, I should have been going that way if it was a revolving situation. So chat, exciting news at my job today. Somebody saw a mouse, not just saw the mouse. The mouse crawled up her pant leg while she was sitting at her desk, and she screamed, and like everybody came running, and then as soon as she said there was a mouse, everybody like ran the opposite way. Because apparently grown-ass adults can't handle the idea of a small furry creature existing in the vicinity of them. And yes, I'm calling out Emmykins directly here, who cannot deal with mice. Crew report. All right, so let's go ahead and recover. Yep. All right, we've returned to the surface. Yes. The monolithic KSC gives you nothing. Nothing. Relip says we have mice in our house relatively frequently. Oh no. Well, I mean, that's not great. Like, you don't just want mice hanging out in your house, probably. But this idea of people like freaking out as soon as they see a dang mouse, it's like, come on, man, you're a grown-ass adult. What are you doing? All right, next up, we're going to attempt to leave. Test the parachute in flight. I mean, that would be a pretty easy one to do. How much damn it. All right, whatever. Let's design an upgraded one. You get 6 to 8 a year. Okay, All right, now that's not okay. That's like when Seth Rogen said his car gets broken into like 3 times a month. Like at that point, I think maybe you need to find a solution. That's too many mice to have in your house. But I hope you're not like getting scared. Obviously you're not, or you'd be less nonchalant about it. But seriously, these adults in my office, quote unquote adults, they're all older than me. I'm the youngest person in my office, which is crazy to me. It's like freaking out because they saw a mouse. I don't know, chat. If I saw a mouse, I'd be like, oh, hey, a mouse. We should probably deal with that at some point before it, I don't know, like eats through an electrical wire and fries all the electronics in the building or whatever happens. All right, let's throw a hammer on and just go nuts here. Make sure thrust to weight is good. I mean, theoretically, we could just add fuel tanks until thrust to weight is gone, right? Oh, also, okay, so chat. Last night, the movie of the week, which I got to choose this time, was the incredible film Heavyweights. For those of you who have not seen this movie, it is a Disney movie from the mid-90s. I think it came out in 1995. And it's about a kid who goes to fat camp. And it is magical, it is fun, it is funny, it's heartwarming and touching. Ben Stiller's in it. A young Kenan Thompson of Kenan and Kel, all that, and now Saturday Night Live fame. And I guess that's about it for like the actors that people have heard of. Like obviously the people in the movie are actors, but you've probably never heard of most of them. All right, we're still getting pretty good thrust to weight on this. I think we just need to watch our part count. And to that end, I'm gonna throw some fins on. Gonna give us 4. All right, let's a couple more here. This is the cheapest thing we could possibly make, I think, to do what we want it to do. All right, that looks good to me. We even have an extra part if we needed one. Atari's seen it, but it's been a really long time. I don't remember the last time I watched it, but I feel like I've seen it so many times. I don't know if it was on the Disney Channel when I was a kid or where I first saw it. I remember watching it so many times. But I've really, obviously I've got the nostalgia goggles on it. Emmykins had never seen it. So she was like, I don't see what the big deal is. It's not that good. And I'm like, well, you know, it's like a movie I watched when I was a kid. There's no swearing. There's like very little violence, if any. It's just a good time. There's the scene where Ben Stiller's character is going through the cabin and like shaking down everybody for candy and treats they snuck in. I don't know. Do I want to do like a whole plot synopsis of Heavyweights for those of you who haven't seen it? Maybe. Okay, kid goes to fat camp, doesn't really want to go, gets there, it seems awesome. Turns out the camp has been sold by the longtime owners to a crazy fitness wannabe guru who turns it into like a body boot camp for a bunch of like tweens. Turns out he's completely insane. They take over the camp from him and then happily ever after. It's a good time. Obviously there's a lot that goes into that, but the standout performances are, of course, Ben Stiller as sort of like his character from Dodgeball, from what I understand. I've never seen Dodgeball. I have seen clips though. All right, this looks good. Chat, what do you think? Does this look like a good ship we can launch? I don't think we need to test this one. I think with a good thrust to weight and the fins, we should be stable enough to deal with whatever comes right, as long as we don't tip over too far. All right, Jebediah, you're up, buddy. We're going into orbit. Probably not, actually. This maybe could have gone to orbit if I'd have really pushed for it. I think we're gonna go upper atmosphere, maybe space at most. Let's put everything on, and 3, 2, 1, go. Look at that baby fly. Like a big pencil flying through the air. I'm still bummed we don't have a space elevator yet. I mean, in real life, I mean, not in KSP. I don't care about space elevators in KSP. But just the ease with which we could go to space with a space elevator, it's like, wow, this would be the coolest thing ever. And then you look into the physics of it and it's like, well, we don't actually have any material that can handle those forces, so it's probably never going to happen on Earth. But maybe on the moon, we could do it on the moon. That would be fun, right? Moon space elevator. I don't know when I think when I first got into space elevators when I was playing the Android board game, which I know I talk about Netrunner a lot, but that board game is what really got me into like crazy Euro jank board games. Because this is a game that you play for like 8 hours. It takes like 2 hours to set up. Maybe not, I'm exaggerating a little bit there. It takes a while to set up. I've never actually played a whole game of it. I own it. It's sitting over there in the corner on my board game shelf. Never have played a full game. And I don't know if I ever will, because I'd have to find 3 other willing victims to actually participate. And I just don't know if that's feasible. I'll grab that one. Ooh, it's so wobbly. Ooh, don't like that. All right, oh, we still got quite a bit of Delta V left. This thing could go orbital, maybe. It's possible. It'll be ugly as heck, but it might work. Get pretty dang fast orbit. All right, there we go. We'll turn that off. We are getting some heating on the front, it looks like. That could be an issue. We've broken some speed records, gotten some reputation, gotten some science and money. Material science is hard. I think I read carbon nanotubes are still like 10 times off of the strength needed. Yeah, we're talking unobtainium levels of materials. Because people say like carbon nanotubes, people are like maybe some kind of artificial spider silk. I don't know. Again, it's probably not possible on Earth. Like without some crazy... Okay, here, the closest thing that I've seen is... It's like active support or something. Basically, they're pumping particles through the structure to give it its rigidity rather than relying on the material itself. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Not quite orbital, you don't think so? I mean, I got to get up to 2400, right? I've got 900 Delta V. I think I can do it. It's gonna be ugly as heck, but like I said, could still do it. That would save me a lot of trouble here if I knock that one out. That's what this is, launch number 2. We're getting better, chat. We're really cutting down these times. Frame by frame. So I don't know what movie Emmykins is gonna pick next. She had, I think she had suggested one, and now I've forgotten what it was. We'll ask her when she hops back in the chat. Oh, speaking of which, tomorrow, me and Emmykins are going to be guesting over on Possibly an Alien stream. We're going to be talking about Degrassi, The Next Generation, a TV show from the early 2000s about a high school and all the trials and tribulations of the students there. And Emmykins should pick Parasite. If she picks Parasite, I'm not going to watch it. We've already seen Parasite. No repeats allowed. I don't know if that was when we were... I think that was a movie that she picked for a movie night, so it's not eligible to be chosen again. Yeah, we're going orbital here. This is easy. Easy. GG, no re. Boom. And yep, the camera's already changing. We're just gonna scooch it up. Can we get a payout for the believers in chat, please? Get a payout on will we go orbital in the second launch? That is a yes. We can now confirm that. That was actually a pretty dang good orbit too for this monstrosity we launched. All right, we have orbited, yada, yada, yada. All right, back to the Space Center to pick up our return. 100 shards for everybody who voted, yes. Please redeem your shards now. You're here, Brilip, this is the first time you're hearing the no repeats rule, huh? Well, listen. It is a... the solid booster survived that crash. That is insane, but okay, we'll take it. This is our return mission. And then we're gonna take... Okay, we're not gonna do a splashdown. I mean, I could just drive it over to the coast. Again, though, I don't want to do anything like super crazy. If anything, I would maybe do the parachute. In fact, we could probably actually do the parachute. Hang on. Will we slow down to 160 meters per second before we hit 6,000 meters, though? I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing that's gonna happen. The money is good, though. We'll take it. Take it. We'll figure out a way to do it. We'll make it work. Did I do a crew report? I haven't done a crew report yet. No, we're gonna do all the science right now. I just wanted to grab that mission before I forget when we come back down. All right, let's get the goo. You guys know how much I love goo. And then a crew report. We're done. All right. Question is, do we go for the quick return now, or do we orbit around once? Because it's not like we can EVA. Unless... How much money do we have? All right, let's say I EVA and I get a bunch of orbital. Okay, let's hold on. Let's go look here. It's back to the Space Center. So let's say we EVA, or let's see if we can even afford it first. Gerbils can perform EVAs, only cost me 150 grand. I feel like that's pretty useful here. How much is this? And that's all, that's 100. Yeah, I think we can swing it, chat. What do you think? What are you guys, doesn't you guys don't count. We're gonna swing it right now. I'm swinging it. We're going for the fences this time. All right. Mr. Jebediah, sir, please step out. This is ground control to Major Jeb. You're something in the something. Forgot to do a bunch of temperature readings too. Log the temperature. Guess I should EVA and grab that. Take the data, take the data. All right, so we want to get over the shores, over the grasslands, over the mountains, over the highlands, and over the desert before we come back down. EVA also lets you get surface samples. Surface samples require me to upgrade R&D as well. So not quite as useful. Also, how's the music, chat? The music, okay, the music sounds kind of loud, actually, now that I'm looking at the levels. I'm gonna turn that down a smidge. Nobody was complaining, but, you know, I don't know how people can't complain as easily on YouTube. They'll click on the video, they'll start watching, they'll be like, this guy didn't balance his audio properly. I'm not gonna watch this. Water. 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 Hello? Shores. Okay, shores are good. And then we get grasslands. Nice. All right, back in the thing. Good work, Jeb. You're doing great. You performed a space. Oh, right. You get points for the spacewalk, too. Let's turn on the SAS. So we're going to head over. Oh, it's freaking darkness, man. So we're going to grab mountains, probably desert and highlands here. And then once we have the desert and highlands, we'll just deorbit. No use, it's like sitting around. Just speed up time here. This is Major Jeb to ground control. I'm stepping through. That's not how Jeb would sing. I'm not. Yeehaw! It's Major Jeb. We're going for a spacewalk now. Woo! We're gonna get over these mountains south of the crater. All right, Jeb. Let's do the thing. Go ahead and spin this so it's not quite as nasty. There. An SAS. Let it even itself out a bit. Tappy, 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 tap. All right, hop out. Get an EVA report from the mountains. Yes, that is correct. Now we're looking to get the highlands, which, let's see. So it's basically dead on from here, or maybe more like this. So whatever's below Jeb at this point is what we're looking for. Mountains. Mountains. Yep, also mountains. Just looking for those highlands. Highlands and desert is what we need now. Mountains, yep. I see the mountains. Thank you, game. Can he just like look to one side? Do we have to be directly above it? Highlands, there we go. All right, we got him. Then we'll grab desert. Does anybody know where I can grab Badland Science? Is there like a really easy spot? That's one of the other biomes you can be above. This, maybe this is Badland. I think this is Highlands from when I've done this before. So I don't know exactly. Also, can I just say this is like the ugliest orbital rocket of all time, probably? Maybe somebody's made something even worse. I guess I can't speak for everybody. Hold on, I want to go retrograde. What the heck is going on here? Come on. Come on. Point retrograde. You know you want to. A little more. Yeah, that's the other issue with having a long-ass rocket like this. It takes forever to turn around. All right. Jebediah, hop out. Get an EVA report over the deserts. Perfect. Hop back in. And let's go ahead and bring this bird down. They don't call rockets birds. What do they call rockets? Do they have a special name for them? Besides just like rocket? All right, so we're gonna try this. Let's get our, yeah, periapsis. The Badlands are only found on the continent southeast of KSC. So, oh, down here? Yeah, we're not going down there. That's too much work. So our goal here, we have a ton, like 500 meters per second left. What I would like to do is test the parachute like on the way down, because that basically, we finished 2 missions at the same time, which will be awesome. That's a huge time saver, cost saver. We don't have to bring a whole nother rocket down. So we're gonna try it. So here we go. Drink some water while we wait. Also, fun fact, chat. I have secretly been trying to improve my eating, like healthy eating diet, whatever you want to call it, behind the scenes. So I had one snack, if you want to call it that, this last week, and it was last night. I had a 1 Take 5 bar. That was the only treat that I had. Everything else was a meal or like a pre-planned between meal snack that is relatively healthy. And you can too, with my patented system of hating the way that you look, and every time you look at a donut in the break room, you're like, do I want to eat that donut, or do I want to look sexy? You gotta weigh that for yourself. Rilip, just use my patented method. Just hate the way that you look so much that it overpowers your desire to eat that donut in the break room. Or cookie or muffin or whatever. Like, we have a bunch of leftover Halloween candy sitting around the house, and I'm just like, let's get rid of it. I don't want it around here. Unfortunately, it's not that easy because, you know, I'm like, I'll take it into work, and then Emiken's like, let me give it to my brother. He wanted some, and it's like, well, okay, well, he's not in town right now. You can use it, Rilip. I patented it so everybody could use it for free. You don't have to pay me any royalties for using my patented DONT system. It's the same system that I use for anything else that could be bad for me. Like, should I try heroin? Step 1, D. Step 2, O. Step 3, N. Step 4, T. DONT. All right, we need to get down to 11 kilometers going. I mean, we have a pretty generous range here. 6 to 11 meters, or 6,000 to 11,000 meters, 10 meters per second to 160. We have a rocket strapped to our back that lets us control our descent. And we're gonna start re-entry here shortly. I mean, we are currently re-entering, but you know what I mean. So for example, in our rewatch of Degrassi leading up to tomorrow's conversation, there have been several situations where the kids have done something stupid. And I've said, if they had just used my system, they wouldn't have done that. Like, hey, Craig, think to yourself, should I do coke? DONT. And then he would not have done coke. And then he wouldn't have pissed off his friends, and he wouldn't be addicted to coke, which is kind of an expensive drug. That's not really something you want to get addicted to unless you have a pretty steady supply at reasonable prices. Like, okay, you're a Wall Street banker in the 80s. Sure, you can do coke, I guess. You're a guy who lives in an apartment with 14 roommates and you work at McDonald's. Maybe find a cheaper drug. Yes, he's not in high school anymore. He graduated. This is what, season 6. We're talking about Craig. Okay, I am being informed he did not graduate. He dropped out. So either way, he's not in high school anymore. Drugs are always so much cheaper in fiction. They really are. Like, one of the memes about Dare was that the biggest lie was that strangers would just be offering you drugs for free. Which I'm sure most people, anybody who's like done drugs, will find is typically not the case. Unless they're someone, I guess if they're trying to get you hooked, but like most drugs that people are going to be offering you for free are not the kind that are going to get you hooked. Then again, I'm not a drug expert, obviously. I went to the American school system. We learned that weed is the worst drug of them all. And that alcohol is okay. Because it's legal. Right, so there's the KSC right there. I think at some point we might want to do a burn just to maybe like land a little bit closer to the KSC. Let's try that right now, actually. Do a little re-entering. A little bit of a re-entry here. Use some of our Delta V for fun and profit. We'll keep about 300 in the tank for any potential maneuvers we might find ourselves needing to do. All right, so here we come. I think we're gonna way overshoot the KSC, honestly, but that's fine. Not a big deal. We're not going for a pinpoint landing. We're just trying to finish this mission. Okay. We could maybe... Oh, okay, here we go. Re-entry is beginning in earnest here. So we may at some point need to burn just to slow our descent a bit. That's why I left some Delta V in the tank here. If things start burning up, well, this is not simulation, so fortunately this is just re-entry speeds, so it shouldn't matter too much. All right, focusing on this now. Something crazy is going on in chat. I can't see it because if I look over, Jebediah will explode, and we don't want that to happen again. Seems to happen an awful lot in these streams. Actually, Valentina's been taking the brunt of the punishment in the speedruns. Like, Jeb gets all the easy, cushy missions, and Val's like, you want me to fly this thing? You came in that thing? You're braver than I thought. All right, we're hitting the brakes here. And there goes our Delta V, the last of it. Yeah, we don't really have like anything giving us a lot of drag, which could cause uh-oh. Yeah, I don't have a lot of control here. All right, we may need to all right, there goes a fin. All right, the fins are exploding. I mean, the fins exploding is not an issue, like, realistically. They're not vital to the re-entry process. What I would like to do, though, is again hit this target here. All right. I'm turning off the SAS. We're just gonna let physics handle the rest of this, I think. We should be slowing down quite a bit at this point. And this is activate the part in staging. Yes. I'm gonna actually redo this. All right, we are beginning to drift around a bit. That's okay. That's gonna slow us down more. Do it the other way around because Val's drifting. Yeah. I like Val too. It's just typically Jeb gets picked first for missions, and then while he's away, we do our crazy experiments, and then he blows up, or Val blows up flying our experimental craft. All right, we are coming in here. That's good. That's good. You know who I haven't seen around in a while who could maybe shed some light on the whole Degrassi situation is Hex, because I believe he is from Canada. I know he's from Canada because he's talked about it before. But maybe he'll pop in at some point. We can ask him some questions about Canada. I would like to drop the capsule now. Are we gonna get below 160 before we pop the chutes? I'm gonna guess no, based on our current velocity. So we're probably gonna have to design a craft to do this, because yeah, there's no way we're slowing down enough here. Unfortunately, yeah. All right, go ahead and pop the chutes. So we'll have to design. Ugh, is that something I want to do? Do I want to design a craft just to do something silly like that? Sure, why not? Shouldn't be too hard. Just fly it up and then pop the chutes. And once we splash down, I'm gonna have Jeb hop out. I completely forgot to grab a bunch of temperature scans. Oh well. We got the important ones. We have splashed down in the ocean. Well, when you say we, I assume they mean the debris from our we dropped. But yes, we did splash down, I guess, technically. Turn that off. So anyway, that's the plan for tonight. We're gonna move ahead with the speed run. We're gonna try to get out to the Mun and back a couple of times, hopefully. If we need to test anything, we'll do it in simulation first. Although that's gonna like basically double the time for every mission, isn't it? Not necessarily if we use the cheat menu. Doing well so far. Yeah, this is launch number 2. We're 40 minutes in, and we've got quite a bit of science and fundage already, so feeling pretty good about this one so far. So I wish that the microphone that I have here twisted the opposite direction to tighten. I know this is like such a minor thing, but it's really kind of annoying to like turn it because it's screwed on there, but sometimes you just want to turn it so that it's facing you, but then that doesn't quite work the way that you want it to. All right, so we have congratulations on a safe return from orbit. You can stop kissing the ground. I'm not, because we're in the water. We completed the contract and we did some other stuff. So Jeb, hop out, grab the data, take the data, board, give me a crew report from the water, and give me a temperature report from the water, and let everything filter through there and then recover. You know, I think for having Friday and the rest of the weekend off from like doing Kerbal stuff helped me recharge my brain a little bit. Although Monster Train was like frustrating in its own right. Not that I'm gonna complain too much. All right, haul a, so that's suborbital. Test it, explore the MUN. Test LV-T45 swivel. Ooh. All right, this is like super tempting to grab. All right, screw it. We'll try it. This could very well end in disaster, but we're gonna build a lot of precautions into this thing. All right, time to build the test monkey. Go ahead and do that. We are never using the round pods ever again, by the way. All right, so this one is gonna be pure white, because why not? We're gonna put a decoupler. Hang on, I'm gonna unlock some better fuel tanks first. We got enough science, we can actually do it now. Survivability is good. Stability is good. General rocketry also good. And that gives us just enough to unlock one more feature. Okay. Hear me out, chat. I think as much as I probably should grab basic science for the Science Junior. All right, let's think about this. Advanced rocketry will let me go to the MUN like right now without having to do any additional stuff. Basic science will let me gather a bunch of science from around the KSC, but it'll take longer to do all that. Aviation just gives us pretty, for our purposes, just wheels really, and they suck. So I don't even know if I want those. Okay. Maybe we hold off on our decision for now. We got the barometer, which we can do a couple of tests with. If we grab basic science, like how much science are we talking from the Science Junior anyway? Like what are we really looking at there? Either way, okay, we're gonna hold off either way because we gotta finish these missions quick. So we would like to have a fuel tank. So what are we doing here is the question. What we're gonna do is we are going to fly up to the requested. The music is coming on again. Oh, geez. Come on, KSP. Don't be like that. We're gonna fly up to the requested height. Then we're gonna pop the chutes and we're gonna splash down with the T45. Then we're gonna reset the staging and then we're gonna activate it splashed down, and that's gonna do the test. So the question is this enough delta V to get up that high? In fact, you know what? Let's not even mess around with it. Let's grab a hammer. for a little extra boost. Let me just tone this down to about 50%. Maybe a little bit smidge higher. Yeah, that's good. All right, I think this has what it takes to get us up that high. So, do we risk Jeb? I think we do. I feel pretty confident about this one. Let's give it a go. Hold on, let me get the monoprop out of there. Save a little extra. And we're not putting any science. Maybe we should. A bit of barometer just for extra stuff. All right, now let's try it. And Emmykins is back. So she's been watching a lot more Degrassi than I have because she doesn't have to work and she like barely sleeps for some reason. So she's gotten the opportunity to watch a lot more than I have. All right, Jeb, go ahead and grab that. Get back in and let's get going. Bam, zoom straight to the mun. 3, 2, hold on, actually. So we need to get to those conditions. 3, 2, 1, launch. We are now flying. Our goal is to get to that altitude, get over water, and then splash down with the parachute. If we're falling too fast and I determine that the parachute is not going to slow us down enough, I do have the option to drop the load. So I am going to maintain that. Uh-oh. Oh boy, this is not great. We're like flipping slightly. We could maybe just hold it, hold it, hold it. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, this is not great. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Okay, we're good. Let's bring the swivel on here. Okay, slow it down. Slow it way the heck down, dude. Slow it down a lot more. Holy moly. Whew. Okay. Well, we're where we needed to be, I guess. So let's go ahead and go retrograde. Jeez. Did we really need to be going that fast? I guess so. So now we're gonna slow down to under 160. Yep, just like that. And then we're gonna pop the chutes. We were tipping over so fast with the SRB there. I was like freaking out, man. All right, let's slow it down a little more. Cut the engine, pop the chute. All right, we have successfully tested the parachute. That gives us 13 grand. That pays for the whole mission already. Turn off SAS here. And then we're gonna try to splash down. We do have plenty of fuel to slow us down at the last minute. I probably maybe went a little overkill on the fuel, honestly. Got this. I didn't get distracted, really. It's just, it's a whole thing, you know. Slowing it down, slowing it down. Yeah, if the chute could pop, that would be amazing. All right, so let's see how much this is gonna slow us down. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I'll pop the engine slightly as we splash down and then we'll call it good. So it's gotta be very cautious. Can't get distracted. Not again. Not this time. We made this one up. Not this time. This one's a lie. It's false. Getting it down, slowing it down, slowing it down, slowing it down. And we're splashed down. All right, we're good. Oh boy. All right, now we just got to do this. Move that down into that. And hope for the best. Hello? Did that work? Did we test it? Does it not work anymore? What? This is a TV 45, right? Chat, does this not work anymore? Hold on. I gotta look this up. You have to, I am staging it. Okay. Right click the run. Okay, hold on. Hold on, does that work? Hey, it works. Okay. Thank you. Rilip to the rescue. I was like, I am staging it. Hello. But I guess it was I'm just being a little ornery. Recover the vessel. You did the thing. Yeah, you think. I do have the swivel's the first one you unlock. You unlock the swivel, then you unlock the Reliant, and then you unlock the Terrier. All right, next we're gonna explore the Mun. That's gonna give us a big advance that we're gonna use. What the heck is behind me? Encountering some resistance trying to roll my chair, so I thought maybe I was rolling over something, but I guess I wasn't. All right, transmitter recover science data from space around Kerbin. Yeah, we'll take that. That's an easy one. Next, we need to... I think we're just going to go advanced rocketry so we can go to the Mun right away. It's just Cat. You know, if it was Cat, I would know because he would, like, yell at me. But so don't worry, it is not Cat. He's okay. So this is the Excelsior Mark 1. We're now going to make the Excelsior Mark 2, which is going to include a barometer in addition to the already existing thermometer. We're going to add a heat shield. Very important piece of kit that you're going to want to have on you if you are going to the Mun or further beyond. We're going to replace... I mean, we're basically going to replace the whole lower section, so let's go ahead and save this. All right, next up, we add one large fuel tank. That is correct, yes. We add a Terrier engine with the truss mount, so I like the way that looks. The next up, we're going to want... we're gonna want a decoupler, I suppose. A couple of the TL400s. I think 4 should do it. With a swivel, followed by a radial decoupler. 2 of them, to be specific. Actually, we're gonna stage it this way. That way, when they go flying, they're not blocking the path of me doing my gravity turn, right? Can't tell you how many times I've done that. Probably like more than one. Enough times that I am concerned about it. So how does that sound? I'm gonna throw a couple of nose cones on top. Then add the Reliance. Like so. Okay. This is the Excelsior Mark II. I think we've seen this design many, many times. We're overmassed. We're gonna have to upgrade the launch pad. So let me do that real quick. It's one of the reasons we needed money. Upgrade only cost 100,000, so pretty good investment thus far. And I'm actually going to... we don't have electricity yet. All right, forget it. I'll just send Val up later to gather some... maybe not. Maybe we'll just grab it on the way out, because we have EVA now. So let's check delta V requirements here. This is gonna drop. And this is gonna get to space. It's gonna be all gravy once we get up there. I think we can probably throw an extra tank on the top, like so. Okay. At 1.49, 1.8 with all the engines firing. That's pretty good. We drop those, we drop that. I think we want to fire that at the same time as we drop it. Okay, this should have everything we need. Cannot generate electricity, cannot transmit science, whatever. We know about that. Chat, I'm gonna give you guys a quick, like 30 seconds to tell me if there's anything wrong with this design, and then we're gonna launch it. So go for it. Do your worst. I am gonna... Oh, what am I gonna do? Can I do this? Oh, I can do that. Look at that. I can just disappear. Have I checked delta V? Yes. I mean, not like super closely. I guess we can real quick. Looks like you use up the entire bottom 3 stages getting to orbit. I highly doubt that. But maybe you have a point. The thing is, as we get higher in the atmosphere, like let's say we get up to 50 kilometers, like all of a sudden now, the second stage is putting out a lot more. And then the Terrier is gonna have a ton of delta V in there. Like we have consistently had like a ton, way too much delta V when we got to the Mun. I mean, way too much. That's relative. It's 3,400. You can fudge it. Yes, I know it is 3,400, but it's not a flat. It's not 3,400 here. It's 3,400 wherever you happen to be in the atmosphere. So, I mean, right here, this is 2,200 plus 1,700. That's 3,900 alone. And that's just at, that's at sea level, so. Okay, well, it's not quite sea level anymore. Either way, it's pretty dang close. So this is 3,200, which means I have, assuming I don't get the boost from being higher in the atmosphere, I would still have the Terrier to rely on, which is gonna have, like in a vacuum, it's gonna have 2,400, which is more than enough to push me that little bit of extra into orbit, plus do the transfer to the Mun 860, make any adjustments, and then come back. So if that's the concern, then whatever. All right, anybody else? Anybody else see a problem? Yeah, staging looks good. I like everything. We're gonna go ahead and send Jebediah because he has the 1 star, which we're gonna need. All right, Rilip's giving me a thumbs up. I think he's the only like big, that's not true. Sartari plays KSP as well. But as far as like people that I've seen stream KSP, I know Rilip, he's not very good at it, but he, you know, he still streams it. He tries. Okay, here we go. You see, I see nothing. We're gonna, let's go to like 3/4 until we get like a feel for how this is gonna handle, because we've had issues in the past with some of these designs. All right, 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, so far so good. I mean, we've done this design in the past, basically identical. So I don't have too many concerns about this particular one. We're gonna keep pretty steady, straight up launch here, nothing fancy, no flipping, Jeb. I know you like to show off. Not this time, buddy. We gotta be smart about this one. Switch that to maneuver mode so I can see where my apoapsis is. And make sure we don't twist too much. We getting a little bit twisted here. We gotta watch out for that. Everything's good, everything's good. If you're wondering if I'm not looking at chat, it's because I am trying to do this ascent as like efficiently as possible. I'm focusing on the numbers and my heading and everything, so don't feel like I don't want to read chat. I really do. That's like the only reason I stream, is to read chat. If I was streaming and nobody was watching, I would feel so embarrassed and sad. In fact, I often, yeah, it's just like that.
When you're not really
That's
fun,
how I
you
feel.
just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And non-streamers would never understand. It's true. You just can't get into it. Apparently, Katy Perry is like a huge asshole. Now that someone just played that, I was reading that somewhere. I must have been on Reddit. So it's like, I saw Katy Perry and she was a huge asshole, and her bodyguard beat me up or whatever. User received Reddit gold for this post. But like, why? What, like, when you're rich and famous, I don't know if there's like something that changes in your brain. It's like turning off your humanity in the Vampire Diaries. Why can't these people just be like nice, normal people? Like, there are celebrities out there that are nice, normal people. I guess that doesn't make it to the news, but like we talk a lot about how what's that little shithead? How do I always forget his name? Justin Bieber. Like pissed in a mop bucket at a Florida Burger King. And it's like, dude, why? Like, what are you accomplishing by doing that? You're asserting your dominance over the poor minimum wage fast food workers? All right, let's do this. Oh, Finn, yeah, really, Finns might, Finns are more of an early game thing, honestly. I try not to use fins if I can. Like, I think gimbling and a good design is gonna avoid needing fins. Although we've also had some issues with fins in the past. So Rilip is saying that all humans suck, and it just so happens that like most people are assholes. Okay, I can see the logic there. All right, Jeb, go ahead and point us prograde, please. Let's observe the mystery goo, see if there's anything new. There's not. Barometer, we could probably use some upper atmosphere stuff. Thermometer, also, oh nice. Crew report, also crew report. Okay, we're good. Some good science coming out of this. Most people are assholes at least some of the time. It is likely that a celebrity will be an asshole. That's sad. I don't know, maybe it's like there's like a level of protection there. Like, I don't want people coming up to talk to me in public because I'm rich and somebody could attack me, which has happened in the past, obviously. It's a legitimate concern. But if you're at the grocery store and someone's like, oh my gosh, you're Katy Perry, you know, just be like, yep, that's me. Just buying some groceries. Katy Perry doesn't buy her own groceries, come on. Who's a better example? People always talk about Bill Murray. Like coming up to them, being like, no one will believe you. Kind of like how you don't see good CEOs. It takes a certain mindset to get there. That's also another important thing. The difference is you can be a good entertainer and also be a good person. There's not a whole lot of... I don't think there's inherently a lot of ruthlessness in becoming famous. If there is, that's never gonna happen for me. You guys seen how ruthless I am? All right, yeah, Vin Diesel, Tom Hanks, Ryan Reynolds are all great people. Yep, allegedly. We only see the news they want us to see. And I've never met a celebrity, so I can't say one way or the other. I don't know what I would do. Just be like, oh my gosh, is that... Who's a celebrity? Is that Timothée Chalamet? Lead star of the hit film Dune? And someone be like, yeah, I think that is. And I'd be like, wow, cool. What's he doing in our small town in southern Minnesota? If they're filming a movie here. documentaries say otherwise about the cutthroat nature of the media world. Yeah, like in a general sense, but like there's nothing inherent. You could become popular on YouTube and not be a jerk, although we've seen how that goes. Seems like every other week I'm reading about some terrible YouTuber or Twitch streamer who's like into diddling kids or whatever. It's like, can you just use my patented DONT system and you too can avoid any problems? But nobody wants to pay the non-existent fee to use my system, I guess. All right, so we're gonna get to about 10K, and then we're going to disengage. We're still going up, good. And now we're gonna complete the orbital insertion here. Great flying Jeb. We've got almost a full tank of gas here. All right, we're just gonna cruise for a bit. I was trying to think of famous people I've met and came up with nothing. My wife came up with like half a dozen examples off the top of her head. Wait, really? Dude, that's like when you watch Ice King and he's talking about like Matt Smith just coming into the bar to hang out with them. I'm like, damn, dude. That's what happens when you stay at home all the time. You never meet anybody. I mean, it's not like meeting people in and of itself is beneficial. Like, I guess it's if you're like a social butterfly or whatever. But networking is really important. Like having a group of people you can be like, oh yeah, let me just call up my buddy Matt who works in Hollywood. Maybe he can help you out or whatever. Only famous person you ever met was Louis Anderson. The guy was a charming sweetheart. Well, there you go. That's enough data points for me to believe that all famous people are actually fine people. All celebrities are great. All right, so Jeb, let's check where our... All right, we're like somewhere over the desert or the crater is where we're gonna do our burn. In the meantime, let's go ahead and hop out and grab some science. Take the data. Take the data. Take the data. And board. Beautiful. So there's a couple of places we're gonna hit. We're gonna hit high Kerbin orbit. We're gonna hit high Mun. We're probably gonna grab, depending on how we do our burn here, we might get low Mun science. And then I guess that's it. Wherever we land too, we'll get some science. She's met Nicholas Sparks, writer of such hit books as The Notebook and Safe Haven. Patrick Rothfuss, I've never heard of. Jennifer Hale, the voice actress. Gary Lightbody. Okay. I'm not familiar with Gary Lightbody. I am familiar with Buff Hardbody, which is my username on OnlyFans. You guys are interested. Okay, we have 19.94 ablator. 49.64 electric charge, which is going to be probably enough to get us through this. Let's go ahead and do that. Looping around here. Rothfuss is another famous, another author. Okay. Lightbody is the frontman for Snow Patrol, a band. I feel like I have heard of Snow Patrol. Doesn't sound like my kind of music, if I'm remembering correctly. But that's super cool. It's fun to meet people that like other people have met, even if it's just like through their music or their work or whatever. All right, well, crap, we got to do math quick. Hold on. 2353 minus 860 for the burn. 1493 we got to get to, so like 1500 we'll shoot for. So as soon as the Mun comes over the horizon, we know to begin the burn. This is my dad went to high school with Cindy Crawford's dad. That's the I mean, you know, like 3 or 4 degrees of knowledge, I guess. How old is your dad? Holy cow. How old are you? What the heck, man? Like, Cindy Crawford is old. Well, okay, if your dad went to school with Cindy Crawford's dad, you'd be about the same age as Cindy Crawford, so however old she is, I guess. All right, here goes the burn. We're shooting for 1493. We'll stop as we close in on 1500 just to tweak our burn a little bit. We're going to be watching the line. Of course, we don't get patched conics here because we haven't unlocked the next level. So we're going to just have to be extra careful. You're 39, your dad is 78. Cindy Crawford is quite a bit older than me. Oh, okay. Well, you know, different strokes. How old is my dad? My dad is like 60. No, he's 59, I think. Gonna be turning 60 soon. Or maybe he turns 60 this year. I don't actually know. All right, hold on. We gotta watch this. 1500, and we're there. All right. We're just gonna burn slightly until we get to 1490-ish. A little more, a little more, a little more. And we're good. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and get up to the altitude that we want to get to, which is what, 250,000. Go ahead and time warp in. We'll run all the science and then we'll time warp until we get captured. More like a late boomer. He was a late boomer. Wait, your dad retired the year you were born? What? That can't possibly be true. You're 39. He would have been 39 when you were born. What do you mean he retired? That doesn't make any sense. Wait. Satari had a story. I was like, OMG, that's Louis Anderson. It was so hard not to say anything and being that guy. I know, right? That's always my concern. If I met a celebrity, like, what do you do? Because you don't want to... I guess you could just ignore it and be like, yeah, I saw... Who's a famous person? I saw Chris Pratt at the Walmart the other day. He was buying truck nuts or something. I don't know. What is Chris Pratt gonna buy? And then you said thank you for the laughter and entertainment. Oh no. And then you took a picture, but you lost the picture. That's a bummer. Oh, he had 21 years in the Air Force. Okay, that explains it. Rilip says, okay, if you got to meet any one celeb, who would you meet? Ooh. Man, I don't know. I would say Robin Williams, but he's dead, so I can't really pick him. You didn't specify living or dead, which is usually the caveat in these situations. So somebody that's alive that I would want to meet now. Not Chris Pratt. Who's somebody that I actually like enjoy watching their stuff? Yeah, it's like put me on the spot here. Oh, Jim Carrey or Ryan Reynolds. Okay, yeah, those are good choices. A nice Canadian. I mean, Ryan Reynolds just seems like he would just like hang out with you if you wanted to. Jim Carrey, I don't know, he's a little more unhinged sometimes. I'd be a little concerned about meeting him. The problem with meeting a celebrity is like the day you meet the celebrity, it's like the happiest day of your life, but for them it was just Tuesday. Like, who's somebody that if you met them, you could like also have an impact on? Probably nobody. They meet like thousands of people all the time. Everybody wants their autograph. It's like a smaller celebrity, somebody who would like be happy that you noticed them. Probably somebody like that, honestly. Maybe like a YouTuber, like somebody that's like Not quite like super big, but like big enough that you could recognize them if you saw them on the street. Oh, Emmykins wants to pick RM. RM is the lead singer of BTS. Rilip says, I would pick Tom Wilson, who played Biff Tannen. He would just give you the dang card that has the information on it. He'd be like, yes, I played Biff. No, I don't want to talk about it. Please leave me alone. Or whatever his little card that he gives out says. So yeah, Emmykins, of course, wants to meet all the members of BTS because she's a Korea boo, unfortunately. She finally gave up on American music and now she's big on K-pop. We're gonna go ahead and time warp here for a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really answer the question. I guess, yeah, I would want to meet Chris Pratt just for the memes. Be like, I met Chris Pratt. He was a total jerk. And all he did was trash talk his ex-wife the whole time. It's like, I was like, Mr. Pratt, please, I just want to have a nice lunch. Like, I won this lunch with you. And he's like, did I ever tell you about the time that I was in Jurassic World? And I'll be like, yes, Mr. Pratt, I've seen the film. I didn't care for it much. You know, I really trained the dinosaurs in that movie. That scene where I'm riding the motorcycle, I'm really riding the motorcycle with the raptors. Yes, Mr. Pratt, I know, I read the article. And also, I don't know. Like, I don't know how he would act in like a conversation like that. I'm sure he's like pretty reasonable in real life. I doubt he's like a huge jerk. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You can't judge people like that unless you've, because even if you read a story online or in an article or something, it could just be made up. I didn't like, yeah, you didn't like Jurassic World. You sound like my ex-wife, who I hate, by the way. I met Chris Pratt. He lived up to his last name. We call him Crisp Rat around here, or Chris Brat. Either one is acceptable. All right, we could get captured by the Mun at any time now, I guess. That'd be awesome. You like to imagine on a daily basis he's just like his character from Parks and Rec? Maybe, just like kind of bumbling. Can I admit something, chat? I could not make it through Parks and Rec. Me and Emmykins watched the entire series of The Office, even the bad late season episodes. But we tried to watch Parks and Rec and just, it did not hook our interest. Apparently it gets better in the second season, but I hate shows like that. Like, you only get one shot at the first impression. Don't be like, oh, you can't sit through the first season. You gotta, if you get through the first 20 episodes, then it gets better after that. I'm like, I'm not sitting through that much just to, same problem I have with Star Trek The Next Generation. Everybody's like, the first season sucks. Like, okay, well then why should I watch the later seasons? Like, there are much better shows I could watch that do have a good first season. I just know Nick Offerman's character likes bacon. He likes all meat, I think is the joke about his character. You've literally only seen clips and memes. Okay, yeah, well, so nobody has actually seen Parks and Rec, apparently. 20 minutes of waiting for the funny part isn't my idea of a good time. I don't mind waiting 20 minutes for a funny part, but waiting 20 episodes for the funny part is like a bridge too far for me, I think. It's like, if the buildup is interesting and you're like establishing the characters a little bit, you could do that in 20 minutes. But you don't need 20 episodes. Okay, if we could like get captured any time now, game. That'd be really cool. You know, whenever you're ready. I don't know how far away we have to be. I mean, it seemed we're gonna get captured. Okay, there we go. That's actually, holy cow, that's like an awesome capture. What the heck? Our periapsis is 7.4 kilometers. That's amazing. Okay, first things first, let's get the science. So we want to run the goo. That's going to give us high over the mun. We're going to grab pressure data and temperature data. We're going to get a crew report. Then we're going to hop out and we're going to get an EVA report. We're going to grab the barometer and the thermometer and the crew report. We're going to hop back in. All right, great work, team. We got explore the mun, and the mun. Now we just have to return. Oh, wait, hold on. Fly by the mun. That's all we had to do. What the heck? All right, back to the Space Center. Let's see if we can establish an extra one here. Almost a free return. Yeah, we might actually get into orbit here, though. All right, so up to 150, and we need 300 to upgrade that, so that's not happening. Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbin. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Suborbital space flight for some rep. Focus observational study. It's kind of bumming me out that we're getting Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbin already. I guess we'll take it, but like I was hoping for more explore the mun. Maybe after we get back, we'll get it. Test heat shield at the launch site. I mean, that's basically free money. Why would you not do that? Yeah, let's freaking take it, man. That costs too much to upgrade. We can't actually grab it. Oh, man. Oh, well. Okay. Let's hop in the captain's chair here. Parks and Rec was a psyop. People just think it was a series that got made. Well, somebody was saying that about something else, like such and such is a psyop. Maybe they were just talking about TikTok in general. TikTok is a Chinese psyop to trick Americans into eating dish soap or whatever. All right, so we're gonna push this up to, I don't know, like 20 kilometers. There we go. The question is this a good orbit, or is this gonna like shoot us right into Kerbin? Again, no patch conics means I am basically flying blind with a lot of this stuff. And I would love to just get into orbit of Mun and gather a bunch of science. I think we have enough Delta V to do it, but I'd rather save that for when we get the contract, because then we get the free money. All right. Time for a little close encounter. I have to trick us at, wait, trick you into what? Oh, trick you into eating soap. Yeah, well, that's the thing. The kids don't have this idea to eat soap until they see it on TikTok, and they're like, do the dish soap challenge. Step 1, it's like a picture of dish soap. Step 2, step 3, show someone in the hospital, I guess. I don't know. Somebody can make that into a TikTok. Or a YouTube short. I don't have a TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I feel like everything that's good on TikTok is gonna get reposted elsewhere, so I'll just see it then when it gets reposted to Reddit or whatever. What was, hold on, what was the one that like people actually got hurt doing? TikTok trends right now. The top TikTok trends to try this week. Oh boy. Okay. Looking for some TikTok inspo? You've come to the right place. I hate the internet. Trend hacker. This trend suggests that if a hacker threatened to leak all of your photos, the images might not be what they expect. All I want for Christmas. All right, this is not what I wanted. I wanted like TikTok trends that are dangerous. There we go. That are dangerous. The Tide Pod challenge was pre-TikTok. Oh, the NyQuil chicken. the NyQuil, like what is like boiling chicken in NyQuil, like the sleepy time chicken. All right, NyQuil chicken. NyQuil chicken trend is one of the most dangerous trends on TikTok. Hold on, I'm gonna bring you guys into this one because it's gonna be funny. If we could just get hello Firefox, thank you. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. So we have the NyQuil chicken trend, one of the most dangerous trends on TikTok right now. The challenge involves taking a swig of NyQuil and then eating a chicken wing. I don't know, I thought you cooked the chicken in the NyQuil. The alcohol in NyQuil can increase the risk of choking, and the chicken wing can get stuck in your throat. What? That's why it's dangerous? The chicken wing can get stuck in your throat? Eat the chicken wing like a normal person. Also, this is chicken breast, not chicken wing. There have been reports of people becoming sick after doing the challenge. It's even possible to choke on the chicken wing if you're not careful. Have you never eaten a chicken wing before? What the heck? What's sad is that both Tide Pod and NyQuil chicken weren't a thing until the news media got a hold of it. Yeah, there were a lot of things like that when I was a kid. Like, okay, so I lived in Germany for like my early teenage years. We didn't get a regular TV. We got AFN, which is the Armed Forces Network. It's basically like just TV for army people or military people. And so we would get shows, but I'd have no context for them. So we'd get, I guess Dr. Phil was the big one that I would always see some sort of crazy thing for. They'd be like, is your child like collecting all the sex bracelets at school? And they'd have someone that had like 10 different colors of bracelets, and they'd be like, this is for blowjobs, this is for hand jobs, etc., etc. And I'm like, wait a minute, people are doing this? I'm going to the wrong school, man. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, one person did this at one school, and then Dr. Phil got a hold of it, and now it's actually a trend. All right, look at the cha-cha slide challenge. You start by doing the cha-cha slide dance and then take a running jump into a pool. Okay. The problem with this challenge is people are often not careful and hurt themselves. There have been reports of people breaking their necks and even dying from this challenge. Oh, have there been reports of that? Do you have a link to like an actual report? While the cha-cha slide challenge may seem harmless fun, it can be hazardous. Okay. I mean, I've taken a running jump into a pool and have not broken my neck, so whatever. The penny challenge. All right, this actually, this looks stupid. Is a dangerous TikTok trend that involves balancing a penny on your head and then flipping it so it lands in a glass. Wait a minute. This is a picture of an electrical outlet. The problem with the challenge is that TikTok users have been known to flip the penny too hard. Is this a joke website? Am I being pranked right now? Have been known to flip the penny too hard, resulting in serious injuries. Reports of people getting concussions and breaking their necks from this TikTok trend have been reported. Yeah, I don't believe that for like more than 2 seconds. If you flip the penny too hard, it could land on your head and cause a concussion. It's a fucking penny. What are you talking about? Ooh, okay, the blackout challenge. All right, let's see if they're actually getting this one right. The blackout challenge, also known as the pass out challenge, is an extremely dangerous trend. It's just autoerotic asphyxiation without the erotic part. Participants try to make themselves faint by holding their breath and constricting their chest muscles. This can lead to serious health problems, including brain damage and death. If you do the blackout challenge and faint, you could get brain damage or die. When you hold your breath and constrict your chest muscles, it cuts off the supply of oxygen to your brain. Without oxygen, your brain cells can start to die. Maybe the writer of this should have breathed a little bit harder. If you see someone doing the blackout challenge, don't try it yourself. Okay, I won't. Orbeez shooting. Okay, what is this? The Orbeez shooting challenge is a dangerous TikTok trend that has led to severe injuries. The challenge involves using Orbeez, small, colorful water beads, as ammunition in a water gun. Participants aim the guns at each other and shoot Orbeez at each other from close range. I don't think Orbeez fit in water guns. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Yeah, Sartari's got the quote. There have been reports of murder and theft. There's been murder and theft? No, but we're reporting it. There is widespread looting going on. There are reports of widespread looting. Orbeez is extremely hard and can cause severe injuries if it hits someone in the eye. Damages from the Orbeez shooting challenge have included corneal abrasions, cuts, and bruises. That corneal is referring to the eye. Do not engage with them if you see someone participating in the Orbeez shooting challenge. It's best to avoid this challenge altogether. Wait a minute. The fire mirror challenge. Rilip says, Star, I used your patented technique not to eat a cookie. I had the pantry open and said, wait, what if I just don't? So I ate my vitamin D gummies instead and pretended like I wanted that. See? It works. The patented DONT method, it always works if you're trying to not do something. If you're trying to do something, I can't help you. But if you're trying to not do something, give it a go. Even dry Orbeez are not that hard. I don't know what this is a picture of. Me and my friends used to like shoot pellet guns at each other and nobody got hurt. I doubt Orbeez are like a word. I thought they were like snorting them or something. Like, oh yeah, we're shooting Orbeez, man. Shooting them up our nose. Okay, the fire mirror challenge involves filming yourself after covering a mirror in Vaseline and setting it on fire. They then film themselves as they attempt to put out the fire with their hands or other body parts. The challenge is difficult as it puts people at risk of severe burns. Yeah, that's just stupid. Is Vaseline flammable? I'm not gonna Google it. I'm sure somebody knows. Throw it in the air. The throw it in the air challenge is one of the most popular trends on TikTok as of the making of this article, presumably. The challenge is simple. Film yourself throwing something in the air and catching it. While this may seem like a harmless challenge, it can be quite dangerous. I mean, yeah, if you throw like a bowling ball in the air. Vaseline is basically jellied gasoline. And they sell that at the freaking store? Someone's gonna make a flamethrower out of that, which I guess would be legal. Yeah, numerous reports have been of people injuring themselves while attempting the throw it in the air challenge. In some cases, people have even died while attempting the challenge. Do we have any reports of that? Is there like a link? No, there's nothing. The milk crate challenge. All right, this, wait a minute. This just looks like something they do on Jackass. What are you talking about? The challenge involves people climbing to the top of a milk crate and then jumping off. This can often lead to serious injuries. Yeah, they're not exactly the sturdiest platform from which to jump. In addition, the crates can also break. Yeah, they're not indestructible. The challenge can be perilous, so it's essential to take precautions. If you attempt the challenge, make sure you have a spotter who can help you if you fall. Sure. Yeah, I mean, just looking at these pictures. Also, a weed billboard in the background. Based. I'm assuming this is in California or something. Hey, Ice King. Yeah, we're looking at we're just looking at some TikTok challenges while we wait to go back from the mun. We were talking about TikTok for some reason, and now we're here. The Benadryl challenge is one of the most dangerous trends to come out of TikTok. The challenge involves taking excessive allergy medication, leading to serious... Wait, what is the challenge? You just take a bunch of Benadryl? Including seizures and death. Some people have been... Wait, there's no reports of people dying from this, but there were reports of people dying from the throw it in the air challenge. Sure, why not? Burning pile. In this trend, people take a video of themselves pretending to be lying in a pile of rubble as if they've just been in a major accident. Okay, that's stupid, but whatever, it's TikTok. The idea is to make it look as realistic as possible so that anyone watching will think something terrible has happened. Yeah, but you had the wherewithal to post it to TikTok, so it can't be that bad. This trend is hazardous because it could easily lead to people being injured or killed if they're not careful. Why is it called burning pile? The best way to prevent this trend from becoming dangerous to ensure that you're not pretending to be in a pile of rubble. Okay, whatever. Thank you, internet, for ruining my night. Every single one of these has been one of the most dangerous. Well, listen, they wouldn't put it on the list if it wasn't one of the most dangerous. Come on. All right, here we go. We're gonna go to low Munner orbit. We're gonna gather up some extra science, and then we're gonna launch back out to Kerbin. So yeah, there you go. Those are the, you're now informed about the most dangerous TikTok trends right now. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your child is? Probably not. Oh, we're going the wrong way. We need to go anti-normal. Yeah, we should have enough Delta V for this. Should be good. We're good, we're good, we're good. All right, looks good to me. Close enough. We'll get it back in orbit. Yeah, we were talking about Tide Pods earlier. This TikTok challenge does really generate views. So are you suggesting I should do a TikTok challenge? I like the Sleepy Time Chicken one. I thought it was something completely different. Wait, you're saying I should not do? Okay, fine, I won't. I'm not gonna do one anyway. I don't even have a TikTok account. Where would I post it? On YouTube? Nobody watches YouTube anymore. You're saying they really generate views. Yes, they really generate views. That's good. I want views though. So if we could get some views going here, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll even eat a bean if I have to. We'll take the Jelly Belly Bean Boozled Challenge. Although I swear, if I get barf again, I might just barf, because I thought I was getting used to them, and then it turns out I'm not actually getting used to them. They're just, it's like the buildup is getting worse and worse every time I have to eat one. Okay. Let's get a crew report about, gather some data, take the data, get an EVA report above the Highlands. Hold on, we can get the Midlands too. Oh, give me the Midlands, please. If you're interested, you read it. You hate it. You read it. What? If you're interested, you read it. You're hate it. You read it. Imagine if you're actually allergic to peach jelly beans and they're actually only gotten the peach one so far. Yeah, but it's not making my throat close up. They just taste disgusting. I feel like I would know if I was allergic to something. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm mildly allergic to bananas, because every time I eat them, my throat gets all like tingly, which is probably safe, but you know. Okay, are we just over Highlands? What the heck? Where are the Midlands? Where are the craters? What is going on here? Hello? Mun, help me out here, man. Ridiculous. Those challenges, they generate views because if you're into them, you read about them, or if you think they are stupid, you read about them. Oh, I see. The articles about them will generate views. It's like when people hate watch somebody. It's all coming together now. Midlands, there we go. Give me the Midlands, please. All right, now it's time to head back. So let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left. The beautiful thing. So wait, you're suggesting that I should get people to hate me because then they'll want to watch me. All right, we're gonna start talking about Blackpink now and how much I hate Blackpink. So if you're a Blink, now is your chance to hate me. Thank you, I'll be here all night. There's villains, and there are villains in wrestling, it's true. They're called heels. And everybody loves to play the heel because it's like the most fun role you can have. if we could go ahead and escape the Mun's gravity, that would be really cool, and then we could be on our way back to Kerbin. Be super nice. Hey, Arpeggiatura is here. This is a story about one gamer. Ooh, you wrote a song? Tell us more. I also wrote a song, but it's a country song about how much I love my truck. It's called I Love My Truck. Also, I noticed we got a pretty shitty orbit out of that, but whatever, we got Delta V to spare. Okay, keep throttling, keep throttling. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We'll be back on the ground in no time here. Gotta watch our periapsis. Should call it Nice Tailpipe. I mean, maybe. I feel like country songs are usually a little more blunt in their titles. There's just something women like about a pickup man. I'm pretty sure that song is called Pickup Man. I met all my wives in traffic jams. This is a real song. I'm not making this song up. This is a 100% legit country song. What else? Another good one. There's what? Who is it? Kenny Chesney, Toby Keith. Somebody did like courtesy of the red, white, and blue after 9/11. Courtesy of the red, white. Okay, that's Toby Keith. Parentheses, the angry American, and it's about how much he wants to like murder Arabs for blowing stuff up, I guess. Arpeggiatura. You met a friend of a friend tonight. We hung out, and something he said made me inspired to write the song. All right, here, chat. You know, let me give you a sneak peek of the lyrics to my latest country single. That's gonna go four times platinum. You bring up my Google Sheets or Google Docs called, where I've been saving all of my ideas that I come up with. All right, here are the lyrics. The song is called I Love My Truck. Well, I hate my dog and I hate my wife. I hate my job and I hate my life. I hate my mom and I hate my dad. I hate the good and I hate the bad. But there's just one thing that makes me give a fuck. That's my truck. I love my truck. And then it just kind of goes into a riff from there. I'm still working on it. That's just the start of it, but you get the idea. There would be, ideally there would be some like musical backing there as well. That was so good. I know, it sounds like a country song. I listened to a lot of country songs when I was a kid because my dad is, as it turns out, like a redneck, which I did not realize growing up. But it turns out, yeah, he is 100%. You can't, no, it would be censored for the radio edit, of course. But on the album, you would definitely have to. You could change the word too, I guess. It was originally written as a parody, and I guess it still technically is. But then he starts describing the truck. I guess I can like spoil the song for you. So he sings more and more about how much he loves this truck. And then at the end, he's like, but there's just one thing. I fuck my truck. Like that. Satari was born in Florence, Mississippi. Oh no. The first 10 years of your life were country-themed everything. I tried dropping the F-bomb lyrically tonight. Also, Ice King took a clip. Truck song. Thank you, Ice King. I'm working on it. If somebody, I was gonna have Ice King maybe write like a riff for that, but if somebody else wants to give it a shot, I guess just hit me up on Discord. I could maybe come up with the riff. I don't care, like somebody wants to record it or whatever and put it on YouTube, I don't care. Just say that I wrote the idea. My friend would love that song. He has a truck. I don't have a truck. I imagine what someone who really, really likes their truck would sing about. Also, one of the guys I was in the army with, like, was super into his truck, and he was always talking about, like, going mudding. And I was like, dude, what? You're just driving around, like, who cares? You're trying to get other people to sing my songs? I wish I could sing better. Maybe that would be one of my things I can do. I can beatbox. I do have that going for me. That's not really singing, and that's also not really super useful in like a musical perspective. I guess it helps me like come up with beats that I can use, but other than that, it's not great. Holy moly. My throat is dry tonight. Not like that, guys. Come on now. This is a family show. Aside from the truck song, I guess. That tailpipe looking sweet brings my knees down to the street. That's a good one. Wait, here, well, okay, hold on. Let me like finish this re-entry and then I'll read some more of the lyrics. So that's how the song starts. It like gets you into the chorus and everything. But then he starts singing about like what the truck looks like. And it's like, imagine like a rapper describing how a woman looks. And that's sort of how the truck song is gonna go. You know, a streamer whose main asset is beatboxing. That's cool. One of the issues I have with it is that the filters on my mic will actually like cut out a lot of the beatboxing. So I have to turn off the filters, which can cause its own set of issues. All right, we need to like decouple here and then let the heat shield soak this up. There we go. All right, we're good now. We'll grab pressure scan. Do we have a temperature scan? We already grabbed these. What am I doing? We got them on the way out. You know, we can just reset those. Reset. We're good. Hey, look, guys, this time nothing exploded. That's unusual. Oh, that's exploding, I guess, but we don't care about that. That's our... You can drop that part. Think he has other people on his show to rap. I actually did that once. When I was in Afghanistan, I was out on a mission with an infantry guy who found out I could beatbox. He's like, dude, lay down a beat. And then he started rapping to it. It was the coolest thing I've ever done. Like, from a being cool perspective. Never did it again, though. I'm not the type of person who would typically be involved with that kind of community, I guess. The rap community, the beatboxing community. Maybe if I got better, maybe learn some new techniques. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and continue waiting, I guess. Crew report. I think, yeah, we already got that one too. And I'm not gonna hop out and get an EVA here. That would be somewhat foolish. Katari says, I wrote alternative lyrics to Under the Sea. Ooh. A fun parody song that is also, I don't know, anti-Disney. That could be fun. And arpeggio, sure. Don't worry, I'll wait till you get back to read the lyrics. Maybe I'll just read them out without singing. You're back. Okay, you didn't miss anything. As soon as we pop the chute, which I will do now. All right. She's got 6 wheels, got a dually in the back. She's got all-wheel drive and a big gun rack. That's all I got. There's only those 2 lines that I've worked on. I don't know why I've been it's like I'll sing it to myself if I'm in the break room or something at work. Be like, yeah, what if I like, okay. We got dualies. She's got a gun rack on her. How about like a big American flag? Big American flag. What else? And an eagle. And an eagle. And then I don't know what comes after that. The money is always greener in somebody else's bank. Oh, that's great. You dream of getting out there, but that is a big mistake. Such a good song too. I mean, yeah, if you can just take the lyrics and swap them out with something poignant, throw that up on YouTube. All the verses up until the part where he names all the sea creatures and their instruments. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, you'd have to work around that. Maybe you could redo the composition so it kind of cuts that part out. So we are coming down here. Let's see, I think, see if we can get Highlands. That's good. I don't think we get anything special. Yeah. Anything from the temperature? We do. Flying over Kerbin's Highlands. It's a separate one. I think I'm getting some issues with my mouse again. Hold on, chat. Like dust gets in here and then causes me to have issues. Like, oh, okay. I guess we're doing this now. Uh-oh. Okay, just hold it. Hold everything. Okay, yeah, just chill on your side. That's probably okay. All right, hop out. EVA report. Take the data. Take the data. Get back in. And get a crew report. And then get a temperature report. And maybe a barometer. Beautiful. All right. Followed by, yep, we did that. Recovering the vessel, we did it. Do I have any chords picked out? I have nothing musically picked out for my song yet. Probably a G, because it's the only chord I can play with any sort of proficiency. But I don't know how well that's gonna work. Ooh, that's a lot of science. What the heck? All right, we should be good then. So we're gonna start by doing a rescue mission here. Plant flag on the Mun. Oh, I would love to do that. Planting flag missions are actually huge because they give you so much money. But we're gonna start by doing a rescue mission because that's gonna take care of one of our main rendezvousing 2 vessels. So we're gonna go ahead and do that next. So we would like a 2-person pod, which requires advanced flight control. So that's step number 1. We also probably are gonna want, yeah, the Science Junior, and that's all the money we have. Okay. I was gonna say we could use the Mark 1 crew cabin, but I don't really like to mess with the crew cabins. It's hard to design something that looks good around them. All right. If I could do a decent Jamaican accent, everybody can do a decent Jamaican accent. Here, let me find a wonderful example here. How to do a Jamaican accent. Hold on, don't autoplay, please. All right, here we go. I'm gonna switch over. Let me go full screen or theater mode, whatever.
You have questions. I have the answers.
Who asked you to go out of town? The stupid young one or the married one?
The married one.
That's what I thought. Don't go, you hear me?
If you want him to believe that it's over, then you gotta stop accepting the booty calls at 2 a.m. in the morning. You understand?
Yeah.
Could you tell me what type of direction is my life headed into?
Last 4 nights, your feelings have been hurt, so you've been up all night.
Yes.
You haven't been, and this is around a relationship.
Oh, talk about it.
Okay, don't make me take you to church, young man.
The ex is much better than the
Is
present
this
one.
all
You know,
different
did
women?
you think that you were
I
pregnant
can't
a couple
tell
of
if it's the
months
same
back?
person
Yes,
every
you were,
time.
but you lost it, correct?
Yeah.
Anyway, just talk like Miss Cleo, and you'll do just fine. Or just do your best, Sebastian. I mean, it's like, what's the worst that's gonna happen, you know? All right, let's build something to rescue something. Rescuer Mark 1. Step 1, we need a 2-person command pod. Unfortunately, this only comes in 1 color. We're gonna have to live with it. Next, we have a decoupler that, okay. We don't have a decoupler, I guess. We'll have to work around that. Surprise says, I've tried both. It's inconsistent and sad sounding. All right, maybe you do. If it's really that bad, maybe you gotta find somebody then. I don't know. I don't know how to help you though. All right, we're gonna put like a tiny engine on this, maybe. Yeah, that works. A little truss mount. How much fuel does this have in it is the question. I'm wondering if this can safely land. So let's say we're in a vacuum. This has 1,000 delta V. That's insane. That's more than enough. Okay, fair enough. Now we need to design it to actually get into orbit. Let's do that. We would also like probably some battery power. So we'll put those up here. I don't think, yeah, we haven't unlocked solar panels yet, so we'll just slap some batteries to the side. Yes, it looks like garbage, but whatever. If anyone here thinks they can pull, oh my gosh, Neptune Evo coming in. For some reason, my warning is not firing off, but hello, Raid Shadow Legends. There's more than 2 of you. Ooh, yeah, there has to be, because I see already more people. Neptune has brought soup. Thank you, Neptune. You're the best. Hold on. Can I? Emmykins, can you do the thing? I don't know how to do it. I'm dumb. Chicken noodle soup for the soul. You guys missed it. We were looking at TikTok trends. One of them was the sleepy time chicken that I'm sure everybody is already familiar with. I thought, so this is my like dumb millennial brain. I saw the pictures and I thought people were cooking chicken in NyQuil. Turns out the trend is to like take a shot of NyQuil and then eat a chicken wing, which to me seems like that's not that much of a challenge. Like there have been many nights where I've done a shot of NyQuil and then eaten an entire chicken wing. Like that doesn't require that much effort. Also, what we were working on building this rocket, weren't we? So yeah, so welcome Raiders, welcome from Kirby's Epic Yarn. This is not like that at all. But you know what? I'm a big Kirby fan. My name comes from Kirby 64. So you should feel welcome. How do we want to do this? Titus says, my brain shuffled what you were saying with what I just typed and vomited the phrase diet NyQuil. That isn't the challenge. It was boiling a chicken. Okay, so that's what I thought the chicken was, or the chicken. That's what I thought the challenge was. But when we looked at that page, it specifically said people were doing a shot of NyQuil and eating a chicken wing. Was the page lying? Probably. I mean, let's be real. It wasn't a very good webpage, all things considered. All right, we're gonna slap some boosters on the side here. I want to do the thumpers. I think I do actually. I kind of like the thumpers. Scooch that down. Question is, how much delta V are we gonna get out of these solid boosters? Probably enough. It also said Orbeez. Oh no, the penny could cause the concussion. How far into space have I gotten? In this playthrough, we just got back from the Mun. So let me head over to the tracking station. So we went to here, just the Mun. The next mission, we're going to be going to collect somebody who got stranded. I didn't send him there. He's there of his own accord. We're just going to go pick him up because... Also, I'm realizing we don't have patched conics, so actually rendezvousing is basically impossible. Should probably upgrade that. Do we have enough? No, it costs 300,000. Well, that's great. I don't know that I could eyeball a rendezvous. So that we may need to do something a little more. Holy crap. Is this even possible? I gotta like look this up. Can you Google, or not, can I Google? Can you rendezvous without patched conics? How to target another craft without patched conics. Do you already have the ship set as a target? You can still target visually like you attempted to do, but you'll need to get closer than that. If memory serves, 2 kilometers is the cutoff. I'm doing a rescue mission without patched conics. All right, this is somebody from 7 years ago posting this. Double click the target while in flight view, then get within 10 kilometers or so. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can do this. I've never done this before, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. You need a lot of math to do it efficiently and well. Math. All right, well, what's the alternative? We get a bailout grant? Actually, wait a minute. Hold on, how much does that give us? Wait a minute. We don't have enough reputation. That would only give us 30,000. Yeah, that's not enough. Yeah, we could do at 25%, we get 31,000 funds, which is not enough. We're not going to sell science. That's stupid. Fundraising campaign. Takes 5% rep gains, yields 1,000 funds for each 1 unit of rep. Man, these things suck. What the heck? All right, the alternative is... The problem is if I upgrade the mission control, then that cost us 150,000. Then we need 250,000 to be able to afford this. So is it just you straight up cannot target? Is that what the issue is? Let's see. Be careful about... Oh, this is people are just getting into other things. I've been single left and single right clicking, not double clicking. I'll try right clicking. If I can get target mode, I can do this. After you pull off a rescue mission without a TS upgrade, try going to Mun or Minmus. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so none of those people are really helpful. Are you at the point where MC gives you unlimited contracts or just the extra 1 or 2? I think I have unlimited. More of an issue of matching planes and orbits. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, let's think about this. If I can get to the Mun, that's... Oh, wait, I can just get the advances. Okay, hold on. We're going to upgrade. We're going to take the plant the flag because we're definitely going to do that at some point. We can definitely test a skipper. That's like just free. And are any of these other ones okay? No, not really. I don't think we want any of those. All right, let's get out the test monkey. Throw the old skipper on there. Where's my test monkey? All right, so step 1. We need the adapter. And then we put the skipper. Gee, this skipper is freaking huge, man. What the heck? Do we even have a tank that... Yeah, none of the tanks actually fit this. This is gonna look so stupid. Oh no, it doesn't. Doesn't look that bad. Look at this giant freaking engine bell. Okay, well, whatever. We're not here to make friends. We're here to do something else, I guess. Oh, we have the Science Junior too. That's not really helpful right now, but we can run an experiment while we're doing this. Bill, I'm putting you in charge of this one, just in case something goes horribly wrong. Take some contracts? Yeah. Landing on the Mun without any kind of patched conics could be slightly difficult. I mean, not like crazy difficult, but... All right, there we go. Contract complete. Conduct material study. Gonna give us, wow, 4.5 science, huh? Thanks, game. Hard mode sucks, man. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. All right, let's see. Nobody's redeemed anything, right? Because apparently I'm not getting alerts. You know what? While we're here, let's check that out. Why are my alerts not triggering? Is it because I don't have my soundboard? No, my alert box is on. Check the settings for that. No, it's all... Okay, that works. Maybe because they got rid of hosts, like the raids don't work anymore? Sartari is saving up for a bean. Could be the layering. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because the last time somebody raided, it also didn't do anything. I'm gonna try to fix it right now. Actually, wait, the game is running. The speedrun is still going. We gotta keep time here. We'll go to pause here in the VAB. Stream, whatever. Can I just log in? Log in. Log in with Twitch. Authorize. I've been here before. Why is this? What the heck, man? Okay, there we go. I found it. Okay. Widgets. Alert box. Test raids. Yeah, there it goes. Huh. Sometimes Twitch ignores raids that are too small. Well, that sucks. The only people that are gonna raid me are gonna be small. I don't mind. Is there like a built-in... Yeah, I have it set to 0. I mean, just like a random person with no viewers could raid me. It shouldn't matter. Oh well. Well, I noticed in chat, so it's fine. It's kind of shitty. They should let us choose. I thought they did. These jerks, man, over at Twitch, they only care about the big boys. Like, oh, you're Ninja, you're XQC, we roll out the red carpet. You're Star Shard, who? It's fine, I guess. Like, we're not making the money. All right, let's go back and check the contracts here. So we need to get to 300,000. We're currently at 87,000. That is not great. We could test Spark. Oh, that's not too bad. Test it in orbit. Yeah, we could do that. Testing a Spark. That's just a tiny little one. So let's grab the test monkey. We already have it. Perfect. Just throw a heat shield on. Turn down the ablator to 20. Monoprop is already out. Good. That is too small. I don't think I have any of the adapters. Just command and control. Yeah, that's just our CS stuff. We don't have any structural stuff. Yeah, we don't have anything. Title wants to know, would I say my pink cat ear headphones are part of my brand? Like a little bit, kind of, yeah. If people like them. If someone comes in here and they're like, oh, this dude's wearing pink kitty earphones, I don't want to watch this, I would say that is a good thing, because they're clearly not interested in whatever my brand of humor is, which is fine. Like, if people don't want to watch me, I would rather they decide that sooner rather than later. All right, let's throw this on there. That looks awful. Okay. We really need some adapters or something. How much science do we have? Can we unlock something better? Oh no, the pigman. I think, did you unlock it? I'll give you a free pigman. Here you go. They're pig. They're my piggy ears. Yeah. I guess what do pig ears look like? I mean, if you look at the picture, I guess they look like that. So we would want, not general construction. I guess we would want fuel systems. We don't want aviation. We've only got 41 science anyway. It doesn't matter. Or do we? What if perhaps we designed something to just gather science from the runway? Oh, nice. I want to say that when I was designing the pigman, I actually set it up so that he could wear the sunglasses. That was so long ago, I don't remember if I specifically did it though. But it is entirely possible that was on purpose. Mr. Anderson Farms. Very, very good. Let's throw this. This will just be the, I don't know, runway tester. So we will throw a Science Junior on there. Hello, Science Junior, please. Thank you. And some goo. We would like 2 pieces of goo, please. Thank you. 1 thermometer and 1 barometer. And I think that's it for science that we have. So, yep. Jebediah. You know what? Let's get Bill on this one. We're not flying this thing, so probably better to have him running it. Looks like the Terminator. Oh, I wonder if I could scooch that emote over slightly so the sunglasses would fit better. All right, conduct the study. What kind of science do we have on the runway? I guess not much. Yep. Atmospheric data, temperature data, goo data. The goo escapes. It's free. EVA reports. Then a crew report. And that should give us just enough science to unlock what I need to work with here. Come on. I didn't do that much. So we would like general construction. That's going to give us access to the smaller decouplers. And the launch stability enhancer, which I guess we don't really need, but also struts. Struts are good. We like struts. In this stream, we stan struts. So we need the test monkey. Load them up. Okay, that's fine. Which part of this is invalid? We need the spark. Yes, that is correct. We need the tiny, wait a minute. Wait a minute. These decouplers, oh, just use the engine plate, whatever. Just do this. There we go. Why do I never remember how engine plates work? Show node. So could we put that on truss? Yeah, the truss looks better. Then we throw a decoupler on there. Perfect. See, that doesn't look so bad. The biggest issue with this is the decouplers like not doing what I want them to do. It gives you like an error for some reason. All right, so this gets us out of space. Now we got to get to space. Go ahead and do it. John Lennon glasses. Yeah, they're kind of like down on his face. Oh, what's the origin of my blue golem man? Sorry, Taita. I was like looking at all the emotes. So basically I've had this username forever. And when I started streaming, I'm like, I need like a fun like avatar that can be like for emotes and possibly like a VTuber or like a VR chat character. So I'm like, okay, I like rock creatures and like golems and stuff. What if I have someone design that and then use that as kind of the stream mascot? So that's basically it. I thought it would be cool, and then I paid somebody to design it, and then I've made modifications and had other people like do their own interpretations. Like the Rockmen from FTL. Yeah, kind of. I imagine him being a little more sleek and less bulky. Like he flies through space and stuff. Actually, oh, hold on, while we're here. I don't know if you saw this before. I actually had OpenAI design some stuff on DALL-E 2. OpenAI DALL-E 2. I gotta log in, but then I will show it off. I'm gonna show you, don't worry. It just takes me a second to log in here. So I thought, what if I just had AI generate my art for me? Because then I don't have to like pay somebody like $100 or whatever. So I think the best one I ended up getting, and not this one, because this looks like Handsome Squidward, although it's actually pretty good. Maybe this is like the cartoony style more so. This one's kind of cool. But I think the best one I got, this is like the chibi version. This is more like 3D rendered. This is like anime style. At least this one is. This is more like just a rock. Where's the best one that I got? These guys are kind of cool. Like 2 shields. I think it was maybe this one, or nah, these are okay. But I like him having kind of the spikes a little bit more. He's more rocky. So I think this one, or like these 3, somewhere in that general vicinity. The realistic ones were Michael Bay. In the style of Michael Bay. Motion blur, yeah. Kind of cool. They do have that like Transformers stank to them. So yeah. They basically are right on the idea. Like, if you've seen the art, hold on, I might have some loaded up I can show that I've had people make. Where do I store all this stuff? Oh, my computer is so disorganized. Also, it doesn't help that Windows like defaults to this weird quick access thing. Can't it just open my computer so I can go to the freaking hard drive I want to go to? Stream, avatars, that is the wrong one. Video, overlay, music, art. None of these are correct. Did I put it in my pictures? Stream stuff. Avatar 2.0. I guess this was the more like, I don't want him to like look angry, so he kind of comes out looking angry in this picture that I'm about to show when I get around to it. So I kind of like the way he looks, but he's, I don't know, it wasn't quite right. So I've been trying to get the idea, like the concept, to look just right, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. So I've been trying a lot of different options. Am I familiar with a character called Diamond Head? No, let me check him out here. Let me hold on. Turn off the window capture and get this picture out of the way here. Oh boy. Where's the picture at? There it is. Be gone picture. Diamond head. I've never heard of diamond head. It's not a snake. That's a diamond back. Not to be confused with wait. Oh, okay. Is this from Ben 10, I guess? I've never actually seen Ben 10. But that's, yeah, it's kind of a similar idea, like a rock dude. I like him. Wait, is that a D&D thing? Oh, Diamond Head. That is, no, I'm pretty sure that's not a D&D thing. There's also, I guess, the extinct volcano in Hawaii that I've climbed, which was not nearly as exciting as you would think that it would be. Oh, go to there. There we go. So yeah, that's, I guess, the quote-unquote origin of my little crystal man. He's just a mascot that some artist on Fiverr came up with, and then I've gone with it from there and tried to flesh out his personality and stuff. All right, how much Delta V do we need to do this? Also, is this not staged? Decoupler, enable staging. But it doesn't actually, oh no, it does. Wait, no, it doesn't. Enable staging. There it is. All right, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so this decouples. Wait a minute. I actually have no idea how engine plates work. Okay, KSP experts in the chat. If I decouple this, actually, wait a minute. This is a perfect opportunity for us to go over to our simulation mode. Hold on now. We're going over to, we are now entering the simulation. Begin the simulation. Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. Here we go. All right, we are now going to figure out how engine plates work. So for those of you who don't know, I did spend my childhood in Hawaii. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. Although it's been a long time, I don't remember much of it. All I know is I went to Pearl Harbor at least 10 times. Well, specifically the memorial. Obviously, you can just go to Pearl Harbor, just hang out. But we went to the memorial a lot of times because every time somebody came to visit from the mainland, they'd be like, let's go to Pearl Harbor. And I'd be like, okay, but we've been there like 20 times already. Have I ever gone? I have never gone scuba diving. So when I lived in Monterey, when I was doing my language training for the Army, my friends went scuba diving. They're like, dude, you want to go scuba diving? And I'm like, no, I'll just sit here and play my computer. And they're like, okay. And then they'd come back, they'd have these awesome stories about scuba diving. And now I feel stupid that I didn't do the scuba diving. So that's my story about scuba diving. All right, let's grab a engine plate. Yes, that is what we want. And then a like easy engine we can work with. I don't know, like a Reliant. Actually, I guess it would have to technically be smaller, right? And then we'll make this short. Give it a truss mount. I mean, it doesn't have to look good, it just has to function. And then a swivel. It's way too many engines when you have everything unlocked. Pretty relaxing, actually, just breathing underwater. Yeah, it seems nice. I've been snorkeling. Like, I did a lot of snorkeling and just like swimming in the ocean when I lived in Hawaii, but never scubaing. Oh, you know what? That is not entirely true. When I was in high school, when I lived in South Dakota, we had a scuba portion of our gym class. So we got to go scuba diving in the pool. So I have technically been I have technically gone scuba diving. It just was in a pool at my high school. Okay, so launch, decouple, put on the engine. So this should do what I think it should do. Test craft. Let's go ahead and throw Jeb in there. And again, we can revert these if something goes wrong, because this is just a simulation. We're just testing things. And yeah, we should have enough thrust to weight to get this to work. Hey, Wartang's here. Oh, right. CK2. Whoa, no, wait. CKIL. Wait. What? Arpeggiatura was able to record the song. Nice. I look forward to it. I'm also looking forward to that guitar game that you are working on, because I could use some sort of trick to help me learn how to play. Because as you guys know, I'm not very good at it. Now we're just gonna go up. We're gonna see what happens. Click on the engine plate. Up top, you can select how many engines. Oh, okay, I see. You were saying right click. Yes, we're just testing to see how the decoupling works. Because I didn't want to design it and then it like falls off when I try to stage it. Scuba diving is something I would never do. Too afraid of nitrogen narcosis. Yeah. Oh, Taita doesn't know. Yeah, Arpeggiatura is making a game, like developing a game to help teach guitar. Like, I guess use the guitar as a controller, kind of. Not quite like Rocksmith, but something more gamified, I think, from what I've seen. Nitrogen narcosis. Is that the bends, or is the bend something? Okay, so it does work the way that I want it to. Cool. That's exactly what we wanted. All right, let's revert to vehicle assembly. And we'll go take this newfound knowledge over to our main save. Rocksmith is, yeah, well, Rocksmith is just like Guitar Hero, but with an actual guitar. Whereas, like, if you want to play a game that is a game that you use a guitar to play the game, but it's not necessarily just like hitting the notes in like a, it's not a rhythm game necessarily. I don't know. You'd have to ask Arpeggiatura. Nitrogen narcosis, oh, is space madness for the ocean. Gotcha. All right, over to the speedrun. It's supposed to teach you the scales mostly. Hey, you know what? I think learning the scales is like a good starting point. You can select how, yeah, you can select how long the fairing is for those things. Thank you, Wartang. The main thing I wanted to do was make sure that it was staging the way that I wanted it to. So in this case, we need to get this thing into a high Kerbin orbit and then test it out. So I think if we wanted to get to a high orbit, does it have to be in orbit? It does. I guess the whole orbit doesn't have to be high, just one side of it. It can be a really elliptical orbit. We just got to get this baby into orbit. Let's do it. Also, okay, so this should come off at the same time. That's going to drop the whole lower section and fire the spark. This is going to drop everything and then just bring us down. So the next thing we're going to need is the swivel for the actual control, and then we'll throw on... How much delta V do we need in the lower section, do you guys think? We'll just throw on some SRBs. That can't hurt. It'll be cheap. Grab some thumpers. Drop them down a bit. Yeah. Oh, Taita's giving some advice. If a game can teach you without making you miserably study outside of the game, then it succeeded. Yeah, I have a game that's supposed to teach Japanese. But it's not a very fun game, so I never played it. Maybe I should stick to my relearning Arabic. It's probably a more useful use of my time, considering I already know a good chunk of it. Push that down. Like 1.3. Keep going, keep going. You're good, you're good. All right, perfect. All right, so we go. We drop the boosters. Then we switch to the spark. Wait a minute. This engine is still going. All right, whatever. Figure it out when we get there. You know what? Why not? Let's add one extra fuel tank on there. Just one extra one. Can't hurt. We're almost up to 10,000, but I think the money we're getting from this one mission is going to be enough to get us there. Title like Smash? Oh man, I wish. I only played the first Super Smash Brothers on N64, and then I think Melee, which was on GameCube, right? I haven't played any Smash games since then. I used to have so much fun with my friends just using Kirby to do the rock stomp on him, the down B. And they were like, that's such a cheap move. And I'm like, well, if it's so cheap, then learn how to counter it, because it's the only move I know how to do. That's not true. I also did the wind cutter, the up B. This was before I learned how to do a smash attack. Once I figured out how to do that, I was the king of Super Smash Brothers. Okay, so go, drop, keep... Wait, nope, this is supposed to be down here too. That's what was throwing me off. So we boost, we drop. Oh yeah, we're basically in orbit at that point. Save them up. Anything else that we need? I don't believe so. We'll be sending... Let's send Valentina so she can get her orbital star. That'll let her do some of the basics. It is a... Ooh! The main character is a hummingbird. How fun. See, I'm more and more looking forward to this. I tried to... I say I tried to make a game. I was going to work with some people to make a like Fire Emblem type tactical RPG, but we couldn't ever get an artist that was local. And I really wanted to work with somebody locally so we could like sit down and have meetings. Obviously, that's maybe not as necessary now that there's so many ways you can have meetings online. I guess mostly I wanted to work with somebody that I know because I didn't want him to be like, fuck you, pay me. I mean, yes, I would pay them, but like, I don't want them to. I want them to be in it because of the passion for the project, not just because they're getting paid. If someone's just getting paid, it's not as interesting, I guess. I don't know. All right, I think we can launch this. We have Valentina. We're good to go. Let's do it. Oh wait, the game is called Strumming Bird. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Dude, you gotta put this on Steam or something. This sounds awesome. They let anything on there too, so it doesn't even matter if it's not very good. You can just patch it until it is. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's launch. Hope for the best here. Yep, so far so good. If anything goes wrong, I guess we lose another Valentina. Yeah, No Man's Sky. It comes out like garbage. Everybody complains about it, and then you fix it over like the course of however many years they've been working on it. People will leave reviews like, this game sucks. It causes my computer to crash. I'm like, maybe that's more on you. Didn't we read, what was the game we were reading bad reviews for last week? Someone was like, hey, you should check out the reviews for this game, and then I did. This game sucks. You can't even blow on the girls to raise their affinity or whatever. They took that part out for the American release. This is censorship. That was an actual complaint people had on the internet about Fire Emblem Fates, I think, when it released in the US. They took out the petting mini game. You don't even get to pet the waifus. Maybe that's a deal breaker for some people. I don't know. a bit of a cultural difference there. WoW? Are you saying WoW because that's a thing people actually complained about? It's the internet. People will find anything to complain about. They'll complain about Stardew Valley because it doesn't have like a gun or something. I know Donkey recently has been stirring the pot about the latest on. I did see Donkey's Sonic review. I don't know if they're, I guess Dunk views he calls them. Yeah, at the end he shows so Sonic had an 8.8 on Metacritic at the time of the recording of that video, and at the end he shows a bunch of like similarly rated games, and I have to agree, like he's making a good point. Like, does Sonic Frontiers, is it that good enough of a game that it deserves the same score as like Breath of the Wild? I cannot imagine that Sonic Frontiers is that good of a game. There's no way. It's funny that Donkey not liking Sonic is having people panic like he's interfering with an election. he's what's the word? He's meddling. He's meddling in the Sonic election. Oh boy. Like, I haven't played a Sonic game in like 20 years. I don't care. I haven't liked Sonic. I mean, I don't want to say that I dislike Sonic because I just don't care one way or the other at this point. I'm old enough that it doesn't really matter. But yeah. I don't expect Sonic games to be good. If Sonic Frontiers is actually legitimately good, which people seem to think that it is, then that's great. Maybe this is a turning point. Maybe the next Sonic game will be even better. Maybe they finally mastered Sonic in 3D after 20 years of trying. My guess is people are just glad it's not a Sonic 06 situation where it's like glitchy and buggy and there's like a human princess that for some reason they decided to put in the Sonic game, despite the fact that Sonic already has a colorful cast of characters that you can include. So I found out the game has edgy 2000s metal music for the boss battles, and now I want to play it. That's like the one thing that I liked about the Sonic adventure games, besides the Chow Garden, was the ridiculously, I don't want to say out of place music, but it just seems like a huge step up in quality from the rest of the game. Like Pumpkin Hill Zone, for example. Like, you show up and it's like, okay, another Knuckles treasure hunt, and then all of a sudden I can just play it. All of a sudden this starts playing. Like an absolute banger of a song. Do you want to hear one of the metal tracks? There's literal metal growling. What? Oh man. Yeah, all of a sudden this absolute banger starts playing and you're like, you know what? This Knuckles section isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Also, my cat says hello. Who made this song? No, I do not claim the music as mine. It belongs to Sega. Yeah, that's how that works. You don't get to just claim the music because you posted it on YouTube. Titus says hi, cat. What are you? Oh. You wandered off, I guess. Oh boy. All right, so we're going into high orbit here. We're gonna do the thing. Valentina's gonna get her wings. How far do we need to be up? We need to be between 330 and 340. I guess we should probably get that. Okay, we're now at 330. We're good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up to our apoapsis up in that general vicinity. We're going to drop by basically the whole lower section of the rocket, fire off the spark, finish up our quest, mission, whatever you want to call it. Song uploaded to YouTube. Wait, what song? All right. Oh, your song was uploaded to YouTube. We'll put a link in the chat. Links are allowed. until somebody posts like Wolfcock or something, and then I'm gonna have to lock it down a little bit more. Fortunately, we have a pretty well-behaved community around here, so I don't worry too much about the links. Maybe someday. Maybe when I have like 50 people watching, and then, you know, we can get some antagonistic types in here, some bad apples, if you will, coming in here posting links to stuff saying, click now, my lord, to play discreetly in your browser. We'll have to shut it down. All right, that's enough Pumpkin Hill. What? Okay, Taida, you said one of the tracks had literal metal growling. What is it called? Or do you have a link also? All right, there's our Arpeggiatura song. Let's check that out. Oh, he's just playing it. All right, this is our Arpeggiatura. He's gonna copyright claim me. Wait, this entire video will be demonetized. Acoustic guitar sounds so good. Now it's no metal growling, but this is pretty good. I don't know why. When I was a teenager, I mean, this was you have to remember, this was like the mid 2000s. So punk rock was at its height. I really wanted to play an electric guitar. So I was like, I only want an electric guitar. Yeah, this is really good. What the heck, man? I mean, the only complaint I have is the visual quality, but that's like irrelevant to the audio. I don't wanted to play electric violin. Oh man, I didn't even consider another instrument. I'm like, I want to play electric guitar. Girls are going to be all over me. It's going to be amazing. So I go to a guitar class at my school, and they hand me an acoustic, and I'm like, I don't want to play this garbage. So I was just like, I quit the guitar class because I didn't want to bother with an acoustic. And then I never learned again until later when I got an electric guitar when I was in high school. Later in high school, I guess. And then I go play electric guitar, and I get lessons, and then I never play it again. And then I pick it up again after I get out of the army, and then I play it, and then I don't get any better, and then I pick it up again because Ice King said I should learn guitar, and now we're here. Are nylon strings good? Are they just better for your finger? Because the sharp metal wire on my electric guitar is like miserable for my fingers. Oh, you put the lyrics in the description too. Nice. You like the sound better? I don't know. I wanted to play guitar not because I wanted to actually play an instrument. I wanted to play guitar because I thought girls would think it's cool, which is like 90% of the reasons I did anything in school. And maybe that's like a normal thing guys do. I don't know. But since I didn't care about it for the love of the craft, I just never really spent a lot of time learning it. This is great, man. Beautiful. Great work. The song is called Wise by Arpeggiatura. You did it mainly to pass the time growing up. I had a lot of things to pass the time growing up. So, like, music wasn't even in, like, the top 10 for me. All right, let's get back. See if we can find the Sonic Frontiers boss music. Sonic Frontiers OST, Undefeatable. What is this it? I don't think this is the song, but we'll check it out. No, this is like, okay, this is like, yeah, all right. Wait, Let me turn this down a little bit. It's gonna overpower everybody. I mean, it's still overpowering everybody. You guys get the idea. It's got the, like, the heavy guitar. Yep. Some screaming in there. For some reason, this is giving me, like, Linkin Park vibes. Look at the astronaut. As you listen to this. Yeah, Valentina, she's just vibing. She does that. It's like, this is a reaction video for her. Yep. This is music. Wait, there we go. That's all I got. Time has come and gone. Yeah, this is like absolutely... This is the kind of song you would make an AMV to in like 2004. 2004, 2005. I'm trying to think when I was in 9th grade. Sometime around there, you'd bust out Linkin Park, you'd grab some clips from Dragon Ball Z and Neon Genesis Evangelion, slap it into a video in whatever the media player was at the time, and throw that up on the internet. But hang on, you guys might be... I don't know what the age range is in this chat right now. Taito was definitely watching Linkin Park DBZ AMVs. Yeah. I've talked about anime before. I tried to get into anime, again, to impress girls, which you think would be the opposite of how that would go. And I watched all of the original Full Metal Alchemists subbed, not dubbed. And then I realized, you know, anime's not really for me. All right, let me get back to my Kerbal playlist here. There we go. Just put on some mood music. Hopefully I don't get like 20 copyright claims from all that. You're like 10 years old when you were listening to Linkin Park. Yeah, I would have been like 14, and I wasn't really listening to Linkin Park because I didn't listen to a lot of music growing up. It was mostly my friends who listened to a lot of music. So I just kind of listened when I was with them. We are approaching where we need to be here. Let me actually scooch up our apoapsis a little. We can get up to like 335-ish without getting our periapsis too high. A little more, a little more. It's all good. And we'll just like cut it off there. So Taita, you're younger than me. Okay. That works out. I'm pretty sure Arpeggiatura is either the same age as me or older. I know Ice King for sure is much older than me. And then I don't know. Like, it's hard to tell. I know Rilla, I'm pretty sure, is older than me because he just said he was 38. Holy cow. Cat, settle down, dude. My wife picked up a cup of cat grass for him to chew on since it started snowing this week. So he can't go outside and chew on the grass anymore. So now he has a little indoor solution for that. All right, here we go. We're going to increase our orbit up to the point we need to go. That is 27. Okay, so yeah, you got yeah, you're 2 years younger than me. Not too bad though. I always like get weirded out when I see like people like way younger than me being successful, which I imagine just gets worse and worse as you get older. So yeah. It's I'm the youngest person at my office. I'm the oldest person in my friend group. It's like super weird going from one to the other. Run the test. The test has been run, chat. We get 40,000 smackaroons there. You're definitely not successful. I wouldn't sell yourself so short. You have a sweet VTuber rig, a big group of adoring fans. I mean, when I was, what was I doing when I was 27? I guess I was still in college because I had just gotten out of the army. I got out of the army when I was 23, and then I went to school for like 5 years, and then I got out, and now I'm an accountant. Which somehow the dates don't quite work out on that. I think I might have gone to school. See, I got out when I was 23. I didn't start school until I was 24. So I was in for like 5 years. I guess I got done when I was 29, and then I got a job as an accountant. You wouldn't call them fans, they're friends. Well, you know, your friends can also be your fans. If anything, they might be your biggest fans. But I know what you mean. It's weird on Twitch. It's weird on the internet in general. Growing up, like, we didn't have the same kind of like internet friends that you can really have now. Like, we didn't have VR chat, we didn't have Discord or anything like that. You would go to a chat room and you would just meet random people, and hopefully they weren't like trying to creep on you, which, given it was the early internet, was, I don't know, probably a good bet that they were trying to creep on you. You're my fan? I appreciate it. I'm your fan. I think you are super cool. Rilip says, I was in a dead-end IT job with 2 kids, barely scraping by at 27. Ooh. Yeah, I've managed to avoid the whole kids thing, and I will continue to avoid it. It's the way I see it. My little sister had her first kid when she was 16, and then she had another kid, and that's enough. My mom can have those 2 grandkids. She's not getting any from me or my other sister. We're both smarter than that. 2 kids at 27. Yeah, when I think about it, I was doing the math. When I was born, my parents would have been 27 or 28, I think. Hold on, let me do maybe like 20, yeah, 28, I think. So when I compare myself to my parents, I'm like, okay, well, when they were 28, they had me. My dad was like a sergeant or a specialist in the army, probably. What am I doing with my life? And then I'm like, well, you can't really compare that because, you know, there was a different environment back then. So I don't know whether I'm doing better or worse. Rilip says, I've just been informed it was 3 kids. Oh no. Why do I have 3 kids and no money, and not 3 money and no kids? To quote a very famous yellow cartoon father. Your dad is 72. He was 45. Oh, wow. That's like a late time to have a kid. I feel like, I mean, that's probably when you're most stable in your life, though. Like late 30s into your like mid 40s. If you can swing it, probably the like most quote unquote responsible time to have a kid. But then, you know, by the time they graduate, you're like old. Then what are you gonna do? Just be the old parent? So yes, that's my life. I don't know. Look, guys, I'm just trying to have thousands of adoring fans watch me stream every night. Is that so much to ask? I wanna have my own show in Vegas. I don't know. Okay, what was it? Markiplier did a show in Vegas that my wife went to go see. I'm like, what could you possibly want to see Markiplier do in Vegas that you can't just watch him do in one of his videos? I don't know. Maybe she'll answer. She's in here. Germa lives in Vegas. Well, lucky him. Or maybe not lucky. I don't know. Again, I live in a tiny rural town in southern Minnesota, so not a lot of options for networking or entertainment venues. Oh, Pitmaster lives in Las Vegas too. Nice. I feel like a lot of those like that group kind of lives in the southwest-ish area. Would I settle for 5 adoring fans? What about 3 regulars and a cat? I mean, at some point I gotta be like, is this worth, as much as I love having 5 adoring fan or 4 adoring fans and a cat, or 3 adoring fans and a cat, at some point I gotta be like, is this worth eating up my evenings? Like from a cost benefit analysis perspective, I would say as long as like a couple of people are being entertained and hanging out in chat, that's good. That's a good start. I would ideally at some point like to grow a little bit bigger to where we have like a solid community and we can play like games together and stuff. But again, I realize I'm late to the Twitch party. Emikin says my brother wanted to go and paid for the tickets and everything. Well, your brother's cool because he does stuff like that. My sister just like wonders when I'm gonna come visit my nephew, and I'm like, never? Are you paying for it? Peta says, my problem is I see too far ahead, so if I ever see an inkling of something not worth doing, I immediately stop, which makes me not do anything. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of that when I was younger, and then I just figured, like, who cares? Do what you want, man. Wait a minute. We're not actually gonna deorbit here because I don't have my periapsis slow enough. This is not great. Hold on. Well, I can fix this. Chat, why did you let me get distracted again? There we go. Let's bring our periapsis down. No big deal. We can fix this. We have plenty of delta V to work with. It'll be fine. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I didn't need a heat shield for this at all. Probably a bad investment. And then a point to retrograde. There we go. All right, now I can talk again. Hey, Lil G, what's up? For me, it's more of a pathological thing that I can't stop doing. Okay, so you're saying like carpe diem and stuff. I sort of agree that like it's important to seize the day, but also what's the quote? It's like not live like there's no tomorrow, but plan for there to be one. It's something in that vein. Basically, like enjoy your time now, but also make sure you're like planning to be alive like 20 years from now, because odds are you probably will be, unless you have some reason to think otherwise. I wondered why you were gonna burn normal, but figured you knew what I was doing. So for those of you wondering why I did that maneuver, when I do a separation before re-entry, I like to face normal because that minimizes the chance of a collision later down the road. Like if I'm pointing retrograde here and I drop something off the bottom, it could just come back and smack me, which obviously you don't want. And if you go what is the inward or outward, whatever those are called, that has the same thing. Whereas if you're going normal, it's gonna go way over there. It's gonna be out of the way. No possible collision. It was half concert, half improv variety play. Okay, well, I've never watched Markiplier, so I don't know what his like routine is. I guess if that's what people are there to see, that's what they see. Maybe it would be worth it for me if I really wanted to like pursue some level of internet notoriety. If I moved up to the cities, because there's some kind of scene up there, I imagine, like the Minneapolis St. Paul Streamers Association. We need less deliberation and more action. That actually people generally need to think consciously about things, and they do just blindly follow what they believe. I swear this is relevant. Basically anything anyone says in this chat is relevant, but don't worry about it. So the common mantra is that in politics we need less deliberation and more action. Actually, people need more deliberation and less action. Yeah, I agree with that. I think a lot of people want like a simple solution to a complex problem, so they'll take any solution even if it's not a real solution. Of course, that's not super relevant. I just said everything's relevant. It's not really relevant, and from like a me perspective, I feel like I do a lot of deliberation. Although starting streaming was kind of a spur of the moment decision after I got like a taste of internet fame on Mike's channel. I was like, whoa, people will like say my name on the internet if I watch them and submit art. Sign me up. No, it's super relevant. It is super, yeah, sure, it's super relevant. All right, here comes the re-entry heating. Again, we don't need the heat shield, but we have it on there anyway. Hard to get less action when a lot of our government does. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of action that goes on behind the scenes that may or may not be good or bad. I don't know. I think like a little bit of gridlock is good. Because then, presumably, I mean, if everyone's acting in good faith, then if you get like a real problem, then you can hopefully find a real solution. How's it going tonight? So we're on speedrun attempt number 4. And it has actually been, this is the best attempt we've had thus far. So I would say it's going pretty good. As for everybody else, we had a good group in here tonight. Everybody's having a good time, probably. Doing art, talking, playing music. This is, I imagine this is what like a coffee shop in Vienna in the 1800s was like. Just people getting together, watching somebody else play Kerbal Space Program on their laptop. Did I say 1800s? I meant like this over this past weekend. What's the ablator doing? It's fine. There will be no burning up today. We have not killed any Kerbals yet. That is also a good observation, Rilip. Thank you. I've been extra careful tonight. I have avoided any reckless missions. I've been trying to be, we have not, no, the only thing that blew up were those fins, and those are whatever. They were gonna burn up anyway. The 1800s was right? Yeah, people. They had to play laptop by candlelight because they hadn't invented electric light yet. Hey, John is here. Hello, John. I was having a good time watching some Minecraft over at John's channel. He is a Minecraft master, and it's pretty impressive to watch. They had electric computers. Sure, why not? It's like back in the pioneer days, they had to watch TV by candlelight because they hadn't invented electricity yet. So it really sucked. Like in the winter, it was dark all the time. Is this the big name reveal? Oh, the big name reveal. I wasn't gonna reveal my name, was I? I was gonna reveal my age. All right, chat. Hold on. Let me get a drum roll here. You guys can all hear how old I am. Why did I go to Google? Yeah, I'm not gonna reveal my name. Okay, so the reason I typically don't just say what my name is because it's associated with like douchey guys, and I don't want you guys to think less of me. Why is this a minute long? Okay, I'm 33. Whatever. That's, who cares? My dad remembers going over to the neighbor's house because they got one of those fancy new TVs. Oh, Chad. It is not Chad. But that's somewhat, yeah, that's in the vein of what I'm talking about. Dude, if my name was Chad, oh man. The Chad, everybody's saying Chad. It is not Chad. It is not Kyle, no. It's one of the more obscure douchey names, but here is Star Chad though. If you want to see Star Chad. All right, let's land. Valentina is coming down over the desert. Nice. That is some free extra science we can pick up. Yeah, it's Chile. Aaron. It is not Aaron. This is now I see like all the names people think they associate with douchiness. You guys are really showing your true colors tonight. What's next? Kenneth? Is Kenneth probably isn't associated with douchiness. They're all, yeah, all the meme names. Oh wait, what a not bad luck Brian, the other one. Scumbag Steve. I guess Steve's not really typically associated with being douchey. Just the one, the scumbag Steve. All the meme names. Hang on, let me Google this. Douchey guy names. Ranking the 60+ most douchebag name for guys. Wait a minute. This is a real thing? Okay, this is okay. Somebody just made this because they have an anime picture. My name is not Karen. Steve was your uncle's name, and he was a major douche. I'm sorry to hear that. It's cool that you had an Uncle Steve, though. I have an Uncle Bill, which that seems like, and an Uncle Rick. I feel like I have all the uncles, like the typical uncle names. Uncle Jeff. All right, recover the vessel. Hang on, we're gonna see. There's 60 names on here. Hello, Nerdthaggers. We're gonna look at the top 60 douchiest names and see if my name is on there. 2 Uncle Johns. That explains so much about your username. You were named after both of your uncles. All right, we're gonna hang out in the VAB so time has paused. Let me bring up this list of the world's official douchiest names for guys. At the top, we have Chad, Brad, Bryce, Brock, Chet, Kyle, Chaz, Tanner, Trent. Okay, that's a made-up one. No one's name is Thad. Brent, Trey. Okay, Trey. I could see Trey. Braden, Hunter. Okay, Trip is another made-up name. That's the character from Fairly Odd Parents. Tanner, definitely. Oh, well, Chaz is short for like Charles. So I guess if you're a Charles and you go by Chaz, you're douchey. Dick. All right, so Richard if you go by Dick. Oh, Blake. All the rich. Oh, Tucker. Okay. All the rich people names. Logan, Lance, Brett, Zane, Ofer. I don't know about, okay, I don't know about Cody. Thad is short for Thaddeus. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Dirk, Biff. We were just talking about Biff from Back to the Future. Zach. I mean, Zach is pretty reasonable. Blaine with no I. Aiden. All the Aidens. Chip for sure. Spencer. Tad. DJ. Scooter. What? That's not a real name. Austin, Zeke, Justin, Jake, Clayton, Tyler, Jared, Trevor, Track, Caleb, Skip, Declan, Scoot. My son's name is Lance. I'm sorry. Dirk Homestuck. Wait, is that a real? It's a real one. Rip. Okay. Todd, Brendan, Dylan. Uh-oh. That's my brother-in-law's name. Aiden, Pax, Mitch, Gabe, Garrett, Brandon, Corey, Butch, Josh, Christian. Okay, how many of these are there? This is more than 60. We're stopping at Christian. So I'm gonna say my name is in the top 60. So I guess if you want to go through every single one of those names, it is in there. Oh, 50, it says 60 plus, I guess, whatever, sure. So there you go. That narrows it down. I'm no longer going to confirm or deny any additional requests to guess my name. So if you want to look it up, you can look it up on your own. All right, well, we need to get a new mission. Why does it has to be Tyler? It could be, what was the other one? It could be Thad. Adius. Bring a Munstone back with me. That's such a good one too. Yeah, we'll take that. Why not? That gives us a pretty big advance. We still have 130,000 to go. Conduct a focused observational study. No, we're not going to do any of those. All right, well that sucks because we're out of missions now. I think we're just going to have to go to the Mun again. You're just going to call me Chaz? I'm giving serious Tyler vibes. What does that even mean? Nerdthagoras did a save where your rep started at -2000. Oh no. Just Brad. Like Brad from we just watched Rocky Horror. The main character is Brad. I wonder if that's where that comes from. Conduct a focused. Okay, we just looked at these. We're not doing those anymore. I have no science. All right, I guess we're going to the Mun because we are out of options at this point. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to plant a flag, and we're gonna have to bring a Munstone, hopefully. So it is time to make a brand new. It's also after it's 9 o'clock. So we're gonna design a ship, but we're not gonna send it out tonight. How does that sound? We're gonna send a single craft. We're gonna make sure it has a heat shield. I still want to know how I'm giving off Tyler vibes. I don't even know what that means. Mono propellant. No monoprop, please. Put on the white and gray. All right, well, if we're landing, do we just land on a spark, I wonder? Or do we go for the Terrier? Probably the Terrier. Wait a minute, we don't have landing legs. No, we do. We have landing legs. We're good. They're not the good landing legs. They're like the tiny ass ones. Nerdthagoras always use Terrier. I'm really hung up. I'm not hung up on Tyler. Sartari is hung up on Tyler. How are we gonna do this, chat? I think we have to use the spark here. Because the Terrier... Oh, wait, we haven't unlocked the spark. Okay, we're using the Terrier. Cool. I think all the Terriers are the same. There's no shorter version. You haven't said anything in like 3 minutes. Right, I'm saying when you were like saying it. You said it like 4 times. Maybe we just use a decoupler here. If we did 3, I've done a similar design to this before. I don't know how well it's gonna work though. And I also don't know if we can do crossfeed. We cannot do crossfeed. All right, that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm not hung up on Tyler. Spoken like a true Tyler. All right. Sounds like something a Tyler would be concerned about. All right. I'll let you guys keep thinking that. Just keep you distracted from my true name. I can't believe people are named Biff, like unironically. It's more of a like, well, me and your father were big fans of Back to the Future, so we named you after the primary antagonist than like a real name. Okay, this thing can land on the Mun, but can it get back? Barely. I think we need a little more oomph in the tanks for this thing, because this thing has to go there and land and then get back. Ooh. I don't love this design, but if we land someplace nice and flat, it could work. Okay. So where is next? Then we have this. Then we need to make... All right, I'm actually like legitimately concerned if this thing can land. So let's head over to, we're gonna call this the Inspector Mark 1. We're gonna head over to the simulation lab real quick. Set SAS to radial out before exiting. Wait, what? Hang on. Set SAS to radial out. What is, how do you even do that? Where, okay, hold on. Walk me through this, Nerthagoras. Set SAS to radial out before exiting. I mean, when landed on the Mun. Yes. Okay, I gotcha. Well, it doesn't have a drone core, so it won't be able to hold that position. That's gonna be the issue. I don't think we've unlocked. I guess, no. We have the lander can, but that's not really useful for re-entry back to Kerbin. 0.566 versus 0.746, but also is more aerodynamic. All right, so let's head over to the simulation lab. It works if you don't go too far away. I have had the issue where you'll set something up and then wander off and then come back and then it's like tipped over. That, I think that happened on Minmus. All right, let's head to the simulation lab. You've managed to flip it back. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I'm not excited about flipping anything back over because that's dangerous. So we're gonna design the same design as before. This is a lander test. And we're just gonna debug ourselves over to the Mun so we can test this before we get out of here tonight. Before I let you guys go on and live your little lives, you guys have to sit through this nonsense first. Okay, 1 heat shield, 1 TD12. Beautiful. Monoprop's already out. All right. You've landed on many a hill on the Mun. Yeah, the Mun is so rocky. They always say, like, aim for the bottom of the craters, but then you do it and it doesn't help. Okay, where the heck do they hide all the dang fuel tanks? There's too many. Here we go. So I had this one, and then I had a little one at the bottom. Then we had the Terrier. And then we had 3 little landing legs, because we don't have any other types of landing legs yet. You can also just land on the engine bell, I guess, if you're like a masochist. All right. So this is it. This is the lander. This is all we have to work with. We're gonna save it. We're gonna throw Jebediah in there. We're gonna launch it, and then we're going to first make sure that it doesn't tip over on the launch pad. It's probably safer to infer that 98% of the Mun is some sort of incline. Yes. There have been many a times I've like hovered in place looking for a safer place to land. Wait a minute. All right, we have set down pretty well here. So what is it? Alt F12? There we go. I would like to... Hold on. Cheats. Set orbits. I'm gonna go to Mun. Like, I don't know, 30,000? Okay, there we are. We are in orbit of the Mun. It's, I don't know why it's so high up. I guess whatever. This is what simulation is for, chat. Oh, I guess I have to actually turn on the engine. So we're just gonna do a quick and dirty burn attempt here. Also, I'm noticing we're in an actual good orbit. Good. So where is the flattest place we can attempt to land here, I wonder? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we get over there. Warping around. As an accurate simulation, you must land at night. I will try my best to avoid landing in the real game on the night side of the Mun. Don't worry. I am not going to do that if I can avoid it. Okay, we're coming in pretty close here. I'm just going to try to land on this crater because we're like pretty dang close to it. And we're going to do a baby's first burn here. Baby's first landing type thing. Gonna flip around. I guess this isn't quite baby's first burn, but you'll see in a second what I mean. So for those of you who've never landed on the Mun or any other body outside of Kerbin itself, you may find that it is it's a little tricky. It's not as easy as they make it look in the video games, because you have velocity both horizontal and vertical relative to the surface of the body that you're attempting to land on. What a lot of people make the mistake of doing is they will either slow down so their orbital speed is 0, in which case then you're just falling straight down. What you want to do is you want to, I don't know, sort of like curve gently into the planet, and then like right at the bottom of your orbital path, you do what's called a suicide burn, which means you want to cancel out all of your velocity at the last possible second. And yes, also the Mun is rotating. There's a lot of factors. Also, make sure that your altimeter is set to ground mode, because otherwise you're going to have a bad time. You will notice that sea level is quite a bit below the surface level on the Mun. On Minmus, you can make it work because the big ice sheets are at sea level. They're big and flat. You can land on them really easily. All right, let's make sure I am pointing the way that I like to be pointing, which is this way. Perfect. All right, so here we go. So one of the tricks that I like to use is you don't want your speed to be above 1/10 of your altitude. So right now, as long as I'm above 119.5 kilometers, I'm good. Also, make sure you know how powerful your engine is. That's also important. The only problem with suicide burns is you have to do it right or else. And that's why it's called a suicide burn. Exactly. Now you've got it, Rillip. So this looks like a nice flat area we could try to shoot for. Also, another good idea is to bring plenty of Delta V so you can hopefully find a decent landing site. All right. I mean, right now we have 3,000, or not 20, not 3,000. We have 2,100. Ideally, yeah, I think we were going to want to bring enough for our first trip, especially without patched conics. We'll have to be extra careful. Okay, so we're going to slow it down. I think I'm going to shoot for this crater. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down enough to kind of cancel my horizontal velocity, which you can see I am corralling the marker on the nav ball. And now we're going to start pointing in this direction, because I want to try to get to the center of this crater here. Normally I would not do something like this. I would just kind of make do with what I'm landing on, but since I have these terrible flimsy little toothpick legs, I gotta be a little more judicious about my choice of landing site. All right, now comes the fun part. We get to try stopping our horizontal velocity above my chosen landing site, which we can do now. So far, so good. Do it like that. And we're good. So I'm going to be pointing retrograde. We're just going to come straight down. We're going to be watching the altimeter. We're going to be watching my speed. This is not a suicide burn, by the way. This is the opposite. This is very inefficient, but a little bit safer, I would say. At least in my case. All right, now we want to touch down. I'm actually going to switch to just regular stability assist, because what can happen is after you touch down, your retrograde and prograde markers can flip, and it'll attempt to flip your craft. I think they might have patched that out actually, but we're just going to be extra careful here. All right, we're coming down here. I like to land. Oh, see, that just happened right now. Fortunately, I turned off the marker, so. Oh, slow it down, slow it down. Oh, this is super inclined. Okay, so now what we want to do is try to. Hello? Yeah, well, that's what's gonna happen basically. And now, all right. So ideally, that doesn't happen like that in the real game. I don't know why it kept flipping to one side. This is not flat at all. I probably should have kept following the incline down to where it might be flatter. But you get the idea. SAD, SAS, and radial out. I don't think that would have helped. I think I was holding the wrong key there. But anyway, that's why we have a simulation, so that doesn't happen in real life. Anyway, so thank you everybody for coming out tonight. You guys have been great. Yeah, this is why we test. Exactly. Rilip knows. You guys have been awesome. We're gonna wrap it up for the night. I saw a lot of awesome people here tonight. You guys are super cool. We're gonna go take this party and go raid Matt Comart, who is apparently playing a plastic duck simulator. So so here we go. He normally plays Kerbal Space Program at this time. I don't know what the heck he's doing. So yeah, something with ducks. I don't know. I am not familiar at all with this game. So you guys have a great night. I will see you on Wednesday or tomorrow if you know where to look. Have a great night.